Didn't I? You were supposed to tell me to call Pac-Man at 2:30. It was 2:35.
You didn't tell me that one.
Oh, what did I tell you the first time?
You told me to remind you about the tomorrow video.
You were supposed to remind him of something yesterday too.
That was the
Wednesday. Wednesday video. 100% right, Zito.
Yeah, suck it, Nick. You piece of shit.
Yeah, the boys are about to go on. Just shooting the shit and letting it rip. Hey, let's go. It's time for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0. We're sitting in seats right now. We didn't have to pay to sit in them, but if we did, we'd get them from SeatGeek.
Oh, man. You know what? I never thought that.
Yeah.
If I had to pay for this seat right now, I would buy it at SeatGeek.
It's like that everywhere I go. I think about that all the time in my house. If this chair costs money, I would get it at SeatGeek.
Also, when I was on that plane, I was sitting on that chair.
They should get into plane tickets.
Why not? They should think about it.
It's probably easy to get into.
And then, yeah, no problem at all. And then when the baby sat down next to me, the only baby on the whole plane, I was like, you know what SeatGeek probably would have done for me that they haven't done yet for sports, but they would have done for me here because they look out for you. They scan all the other platforms. They would have told me, like, hey, possible baby in 1C.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You know
Or
what I mean?
to put on like a no baby filter.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even entered the search.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they were to get it, I'm not saying,
Yeah.
I'm just saying if they were to get into plane tickets, which they don't sell tickets to, they sell tickets to everything else, but not planes.
Everything else. What we're saying is when it comes to seats that you have to pay for any live event, they're the best at it. They're going to get you the best seat for your value. They're not going to catfish you. The seat you buy
What's that
is the
dude's
seat
name?
you get.
Nev?
Campbell?
Nev Schulman, yeah.
Catfish. That guy made a living off of that. He would have made a living off the other ticket sites, not SeatGeek.
No way. The show would have lasted one episode. We'd be like, no, that's exactly what it looked like.
It was Katy Perry.
Download the SeatGeek app, enter the promo code Heartland, and you get $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. They're the best.
That is a great idea, though, Pat. They should, when you're booking airline tickets,
Give me a heads up.
let you know if somebody under the age of 5 or over 80 is sitting there.
Because they know.
Because you don't want someone dying next to you or
Actually,
crying
yeah,
the
that is a good
entire
point.
time.
Or
Please let me know.
the lady that uses her feet on the touchscreen
Hey.
TV. We need to know this
I
stuff.
don't know if I hate her or love her.
Oh,
Because you're not on a plane enough if you love her.
I can't wait to hear you spin this one.
Well, I mean, I hate the fact that the shoes are off. Loved how lazy she was that she just fucking used her feet to change.
I would like to say this. I don't know what the big uproar is about the shoes off. If your feet don't smell, just go ahead and sit there with your feet down. Granted, I keep my shoes on strictly because if I was to, I'd become this person on the internet. But I've seen humans take their shoes off. If they have socks on, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with socks.
You know what I mean?
Have you
I
guys
don't
released
wa-
the heel? Just like put the heel
Oh
on?
yeah, I'll release the heel every once in a while. Let them hogs breathe. Whenever you got a Home Alone through the Miami fucking airport,
What if I wear flip-flops?
Nope,
That's
don't like
pretty
it.
close.
Don't like it.
you don't like him wearing
nobody's-
flip flops
nobody
in
can
general.
say anything.
Yeah, see, I don't
if
give
go on
I don't give a
plane.
shit about that. It's the using it to touch that. That
That's
screen's
so
so
disgusting.
disgusting.
Nasty.
That's so
Yeah, you got to have
disgusting.
socks on.
I
At
didn't even-
least.
There it is. Thank you.
I didn't even think about that though. By the way, because I thought back to my pod, I had one of those, and I might as well have been licking that thing with how close I was trying to read it.
Yeah.
And that guy's, there was a thought that somebody's feet is just doing that. I didn't
They
even,
don't clean them in between flights.
Mine's
The
not.
feet?
Oh,
They
no,
don't-
no.
they don't
yeah,
clean
there's-
the
there's-
streets.
there's-
Flights.
there's no-
or the feet.
They install
no
them
way.
and then let them go forever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think those have ever been cleaned.
Scott. Well, nobody's thinking of savages putting their feet on there. They paid enough money to get a plane ticket. You would think they were at least somewhat of a human.
I mean, I just assume when I
true.
step on the plane, I'm getting sick.
No, they'll let anybody on a plane, though. Doesn't matter. Self-awareness is an all-time low. You said it. If you take your shoes off, most people you would think would know, oh, my feet smell. I probably shouldn't have my shoes off.
True.
They know.
But we work with an individual who went through a similar situation, seems to have improved.
Depends. He went on a little run there.
It doesn't bother me
Let's get
that
it back to the plane. Is what Zito just said.
that the feet smell or anything like that. It's looking. I don't like the I don't like the look at feet.
Oh, I agree with that.
I don't. The smell is whatever. I mean, the planes smell.
Thanks,
but
Tommy.
I don't like the feet.
Yeah, the optics of it
I
is
don't like
bad.
the look.
The optics of it is bad. I'm pretty impressed with the guy's leg dexterity, though. He played soccer.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good.
It was good control because those things, if you swerve a little bit too hard, it'll go 3-4 movies at a time.
He's definitely towed someone before. Like that's.
Yo, go golden toe.
Oh yeah.
I just think he had good
Joey
core strength.
toes. Huh, Zeke?
I just think he had good core strength in general.
Yeah?
No, because you can prop your legs up there. I mean, they can lock them up, but he does have to be able to move it.
You
Big
hold your
core
legs up
strength
that
guy.
long and put your feet to go like steady.
Probably if you use
side to
proper
side.
form. But did you see that guy?
Like that was a
He's-
V-sit. He was in a V-sit the whole time.
You know, a
laying
V-sit,
down
you don't have a
his-
wall holding your feet up.
Yeah.
Oh, was
We're in
his
his-
foot on the wall?
Couldn't you see his knees?
No,
in it,
no,
too?
no. His other foot was hovering above the screen.
I thought it was both.
He was
He was
doing
trying to-
scissors.
yeah,
dude.
he
He was
was-
doing fucking scissors.
He was doing a fitness movie, man. He was making a fitness app.
So
right
what's
there.
worse, the guy with no feet or guy working out and playing?
What?
People with no feet are tough to handle.
Yeah. Dude, don't come on my
no
plane when you got no
Fucking-
feet.
Clinking around everywhere.
What a question. What is worse, people with no feet or the people on the window?
That's not even mean.
Zeta, you're the best. That guy was a savage, though.
Yeah.
He gave less fucks than any human I've ever seen in my life.
You think it's his first time?
It's 2019, bro. Everything's on camera. Literally everything's on camera. He had to know that that was going to go. I almost think it was a plan.
Purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been.
It's hard not to think that with every fucking video now.
I hate that.
That guy just jumped out of a building.
I mean, the fact that
But
people,
the camera angle.
people thought Zito ran into the RV under the awning on purpose.
That's
And if I was somebody else, I think I would think it was fake too because of that Finn Balor car cam
Yep.
that we didn't even know was happening that got showed to. I walked into the building, if you do recall in that video, on that WrestleMania day,
Yeah.
almost got fired for the shorts. That got a lot of pop. A lot of people talked about that. But also that day, as soon as I walked in, one of the digital producers for WWE's name is Dustin. Great story, actually. He's lost like 100 pounds or something like that. Training with Finn Balor. Yeah, I that could not be. That might not be an accurate number. It looks like it's been about 100 pounds.
Right.
Though. He's gotten very small. He's been training with Finn Balor. As soon as I walk into MetLife Stadium, he goes, "Oh, do I have a video for you?" And he was actually shooting an interview with like maybe Nia Jax or something, and he just stops what he's doing and goes, "Oh, do I have a video for you?" And I was like, "What is it?" And he's like, "Just wait." And he finished the video. It was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then he pulls out his phone. I'm like, "Man, I'm so excited." He's like, "Oh yeah." And he just shows me that video. He's like, "This is from me and Finn's car. Is that your RV?" I was like, "Yep, that is it. I can't believe you caught this." And he was like, "Man, it was terrible driving or something like that. You didn't deserve that, Z. You didn't.
I
Deserve
think he did.
but he blew. What's an airdrop?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you sent it to us, and I literally the first thing I said was, "I am so thankful for whoever caught that video."
Yeah, Finn Balor and Dustin.
by the grace of God.
Oh,
I
my
mean, really.
God.
Because we had no idea that there was
what are
a-
the odds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, the magic that had to come together, that guy that happened to be working that day that came through that told us to troll.
yeah. Throw that thing down a fucking hill. Damage is done.
It's leaking a good deal of coolant. Sam texted me yesterday. She saw a car catch on fire up by the Nice Mall here. She said, "I just saw a car go up in flames. I've never seen that before." I was like, "Oh, yeah, me neither. I didn't know that happened in real life." I said, "Well, what happened? Do you know?" And she said, "I drove by and it was smoking." And she said, "I wanted to tell him to just throw water on the coolant, but I could have been wrong or whatever." Or she was leaking coolant or something, she said. And I just started dying laughing, thinking of you. And just throw that thing down the fucking hill. It's leaking a good deal of coolant.
Dude, this weekend, so I turn onto my street and this person has their boat parked in the front yard and it looks like they're working like inside the boat.
That's awesome.
And I noticed that they are fucking engulfed in flames. Like this boat is on fire. And they're trying to put it out with like the tarp of the boat. Like they're trying to smother it with the tarp of the boat. And I'm like, that's not going to work. This thing is going to fucking just go up in flames and burn to the fucking ground.
Oh my God.
So I just kept on driving like I didn't see anything.
Oh, yeah, you don't
No. And then I parked in my house and then I fucking sat on the porch while they eventually got it out. But boy, did I want that thing to fucking. And the house was like 3 feet away. I was hoping that like a flame was going to jump to the house and I would.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
I'm sure they have insurance.
Yeah, that thing's fucking a meter away from hitting a gas line and blowing up your wonderful new home, too.
But
so.
I mean, fucking, this dude was standing in the fire, but he was risking it to put out the fire for the boat. Fire's a wild.
I hope everything he owned burned to the ground like I fucking died.
I didn't say no. I didn't want him to die, but
Oh my God.
I mean, we're all a little bit of pyros.
How do you start a fire in the middle of your boat?
No, I mean, it wasn't in the water.
Oh, I get it.
Thing probably had so much lacquer on it.
It's just gonna have so much goddamn lacquer on
You
it.
just need a spark, right? That thing gets a spark and it's
Yeah.
out.
Well, it's also been 97 degrees every single day here for the last 14 weeks. So
Indiana's hot.
It's supposed to
hot.
get worse, too. It's supposed to be like 110 on Saturday.
Let's
The heat
go.
Come on.
Heat index is fucking sick here right now.
it's
You just sweat sitting there.
impossible to go outside.
Oh, I know.
It's not good.
Oh,
It's not good. The office is starting to get a little hot here.
Yeah.
The AC here does. All of our ACs are going to die. We're all going to fucking die. Block Dad's AC went out the other day because it's so goddamn
It
hot.
was power, I think, right? You saw his
Power. Yep. Rolling blackouts.
Heat wave.
Almost killed fucking Aquaman.
Yeah.
The only thing it affected was the numbers being reported.
Yep.
Yeah, people forget. I didn't see that his power went out, and then he give a motivational speech to the power company in the group text. I don't think Tim completely understands the group text.
Yeah, it worked though. They got there pretty quick.
It did, right? I love that he's in that group text, by the way. He's
the
no
best.
clue. He's got no clue, man.
I enjoy when it goes quiet, like over the weekend, and then just out of nowhere, you get a picture message, and it's from Tim McAfee, and he's just up to something. Doesn't matter what it is. Just that maybe at a wedding in Pittsburgh, got some wedding soup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, two. Season 2. He sent 2 wedding soups.
Well, it's better than Jay. Jay has been in it for, I don't know, 8 months now. He's sent 1 text maybe.
And it was not
On
supposed to go.
accident. Yeah.
We have a poster that's still coming. It got lost, but it's still coming.
Does
What
it?
do you mean?
We had a whole entire artwork of
Remember
it.
Zito
of that.
screenshotted it, and then he wanted to make a full-on poster.
Yeah.
painting of
Walgreens
it.
lost it.
Oh,
Is that
did
real?
they?
Yeah.
But we forgot about it. Probably is what happened. So they lost it. We forgot about it. Walgreens gets paid. We get nothing.
I gotta go buy it again.
Yeah, they're gonna make you buy
Was
it.
this a Zito operation?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, write that down, Zeke.
That's the problem. I didn't write it down, and they probably didn't either.
I would like it to be known that Zito and Siri are a little tag team. I'm excited to see how they do.
I was more impressed because he definitely didn't say that in the Siri. He spoke it into his phone, but Siri was not up and active. He just
What do you know about
talked
my
to his
Siri?
phone.
I didn't know that because I
Yeah.
couldn't see it because he was looking at me.
Yeah, no, it went
Oh,
into
so
his
he
brain.
even lied to fucking.
Yes.
He
I'm
lied that
talking
he was
to
talking to Siri.
I'm talking to Siri.
He didn't say, "Hey Siri."
I
He just
told
picked up his
Siri.
phone, looked at it, and said, Wednesday.
Just because you have a
Why
different
don't you-
relationship with
Hey,
Siri.
remind me, dude.
Trying to make it look like you and Siri are cool.
Bro, start talking in your wrist too. That would be pretty cool
Oh,
if you
yeah.
started
Like
acting
your
like you're
Secret Service?
Secret Service. As long as I'll be excited to see if he remembers.
Oh yeah.
Because something that happens to me is something happens. I go, oh man, somebody remind me, and then I say it, and then I see everybody look at each other. I see everybody look at each other, and it's like everybody's like, all right, who the fuck is gonna write this down? And it's one of those things where I see in your guys' facial expressions like, we definitely have to remember this for him. Who's gonna be the fucking adult here? And the past couple times, Zito, without anybody, before anybody else can answer, he just grabs his phone and just starts talking into it. And he loudly enough that I can hear him say, "Remind me." It's awesome.
Apparently he's talking to nothing.
Yeah.
Just lying.
Just a dark phone. Just a black screen.
Because Siri normally makes a sound. I've never turned Siri on.
Yeah, she makes a beep boop.
I've never used her.
There's a
phone.
silent mode on her.
Oh,
I
yeah,
use her
yeah,
all the
sure.
time.
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah.
Siri,
Shut the fuck up.
Just shut up, Siri, dude. I don't know why I didn't turn it on.
It's a good idea.
I don't either. I didn't either.
Do you think
use it.
Siri just permanently deactivated herself on your phone because she didn't want to listen to you?
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
Well, she kept popping up on mine when she wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And was calling and
Yes.
texting people, so I fucking shut her down.
Mine used to do that.
Take a hike, Siri.
Yeah.
Yours did?
Yeah, all the time. And they must have sent an update or
I've
something,
never had that
fixed it
happen.
in the last one. Really? You're just talking and it just kicks on all of a sudden? Fuck. I'll do it in my car sometimes.
They did the
It types
update
out what
where-
the other person
Yeah, if it's
says.
plugged in,
If
you say,
if it's
"Hey,
plugged
Siri."
in and you prompt it, it'll start listening.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna tell you, she definitely listens and sends it out because with the stick thing in my Instagram advertisements, it says, "Do you want to buy 2 right now?" I have never looked it up.
A kendo stick.
Kendo stick.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, that boy Zito.
Just called it a stick.
I
too.
got hit with a kendo stick at the Watch Along for Extreme Rules by Matt Hardy. It was it did well on the internet. My back did not do well.
You look like a shoplifter in Thailand.
Instead of cutting off your fingers.
It's true. It's still there, I believe. I haven't looked at my back in a little bit, but it has subsided. We talked about it in the podcast yesterday, and then Zito this morning started screenshotting Instagram trying to target him for kendo stick sales.
I think Big Kendo Stick heard about this and it just got everyone involved.
That's Big
with it.
Bamboo. That's Big Bamboo
true.
is
Yeah.
the
Big
father
Panda.
company. Yeah.
Big
probably.
Bamboo's the father company. We are sick of just feeding pandas and being in the corner of restaurants.
And
We would
making-
like to get into the weapon business.
And being snake flutes.
And making rafts when I get stuck in the jungle.
Hey, that video you tweeted out of that guy hypnotizing that
snake.
a cobra
yeah.
with his hand and then snatching it from behind with his other hand was one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
That was
Dope,
incredible.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
He grows in there looking for that thing too, like stabbing
Oh yeah,
him with a
didn't
screw.
even wasn't even hesitating. Just think, oh yeah, normal day. That's what I got to do.
Snake charmers.
It made sense to me though. I think I caught some tips. Like when you watch Steve Irwin,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I can do that. Just gonna kind of come from the behind there, hop on high enough that you control the neck and the head.
Oh, yeah.
And then just kind of clamp the mouth shut.
Yeah.
You always thought you could do that. I watched that fucking cobra thing. His left face, he was making it like a cobra. He was
Right.
doing the dolphin cobra
Oh, nice.
in the window where you do that.
So they were like squaring off with each other.
Yeah, so the cobra that popped out of the motorcycle thought he was going to fight his left hand cobra. So they were like dancing for a little bit.
Should use a puppet.
And then he came in on exactly. Then he came in on the backside and fucking snatched it up. So if you ever encounter a cobra, we fucking know what to do.
So they got no peripheral vision. They
You
can
ever
only
do that
see
with your
straight
dog?
ahead.
You ever do that with your dog?
I do it with treats.
So my dog will be like 2 inches away from the toy, but it won't go after it until you lunge for it. So I distract it with my one hand and then sneak my other hand around to get it.
That's smart.
It's a cobra move.
It is a cobra dance. It's the cobra dance you got to do with your left hand.
You gotta have nerves of steel though, because if your dog bites you, it's not gonna swell your arm up to the size of a football and explode and fall off and turn black into pus.
I always want to play that cobra game where you throw beans in the middle of the circle. You ever seen
I don't
that?
know that one.
So they're in the bin or the cover or whatever.
Cobras
and,
are?
Yep, and it's coiled up. So it has a natural circle, and then when you take the bin off, it fucking comes up, and then everyone's sitting around in a circle, and they have fucking beans, and you have to put your beans inside the circle of the cobra without getting fucking bit.
Fuck that game.
It's like soggy biscuit.
Where did you find that game?
It's on the internet.
Jesus.
What country is that?
I mean, watch Aladdin one time.
It's got to be India, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
guaranteed
so.
India.
Those snake charmers, they have a relationship with the cobra over there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess you kind of have to whenever they're so prevalent. If you're stuck in a situation with a cobra one-on-one, I guess you're going to try to dance with it too instead of just fucking get killed all the time. And that's what the dance,
Yeah, why do they like flutes so much?
I don't know.
It's
just
a
so
calming
interesting.
noise.
Music soothes the savage beast.
Hypnotizes the
You
snake.
never try to record her and they're like snake just bit them and killed them?
Hot cross buns didn't work.
Move on. What is it? Every good deed?
Every good boy does fine.
That was for
The guitar.
Those were the notes on,
reading music.
on a sheet of
There's
music.
another one.
Your dad sent the guitar one today. I
somebody
can
got
find it.
EADGB.
Eat a dick or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the lines, right? And then face is the open spaces.
Easter bunny gets drunk at Easter. EBGDAE.
That's going bottom to top.
That's high to low on guitar.
Okay.
Oh, that's from the bottom to top?
It says high to
knew
low. I
that.
don't
I
know.
knew
we
that.
hit.
The good thing about knowing that is now you got to know the other part of reading the music. And there's no way I could piece those
That's a
together.
lot.
I know. Like when to hold a note, whatever that
Yeah.
symbol is, shit like that.
I don't know how people
a
do
lot
it.
to
I don't
it.
know how people learn how to play music.
I don't either.
It has to be so much practice and patience. Patience. That's what it is. It's got to be patience.
We are more of the Nick Cannon type where we don't
Yeah.
read the music, we just kind of hear it.
I
and
read
fucking do
trumpet
it.
music back in my day.
Excuse me?
I used to play the trumpet. That's how I know some of the.
Why don't we have a trumpet in the office?
If you want me to, yeah.
Yeah.
How long did you play the
I mean,
trumpet?
we didn't know you played.
So I played for 2 years, and then I had the smallest trumpet in the whole band.
Yeah.
And everyone made fun of me.
Nerd.
So I quit because everyone made fun of my small
You
trumpet.
got bullied out of band?
Yeah. And then I showed them.
You got bullied out of band?
Could you still play?
I just remember this is D because you can flick people off.
Could you ever play?
Oh,
to
so
me?
you had a very negative time there. You were looking
I
to
was
just,
like when I played my D note, I made it loud.
yeah,
everyone
you
can
did.
hear
When
it.
you played that D, you went hard.
What chair were you?
No, it was just like an open band, so it wasn't like anything like
Open
crazy.
band setting.
In our
Like an open-
I did 2
like an
years.
open
It's
gym?
like it's like was that Winston? It's
like open
Those
gym.
are the chairs.
Pickup team.
Everybody file in.
Yeah, I did 2 years.
Of
trumpet.
what?
I was in band. 'Cause you had to be in band or something else. I forget what the other option was.
chorus.
So I was like, I'll go in band. Yeah,
For us, it
probably
was band, of course.
And
I
then,
didn't do either.
And
Yeah, I didn't
so
have to
me
do either of
either.
those things.
And if you couldn't, so in 6th grade, I'll never forget this. They had you walk outside of our elementary school, and you sang like la da dee da 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 da.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
they-
remember it was tryouts.
Yep, and they were like, "Well, you're not good enough for chorus. You just have to take history of music class. That's where I
Great
was at.
class.
But little did I know it would be the best move of my life because the chorus girls were very uptight and the girls who couldn't sing gave great handies.
Nice.
Well, chorus naturally relates with church choir, so that makes sense.
I love that you just.
Wait, the girl in choir give better blowjobs then?
Oh boy, that's too far.
It's
too far, dude.
Sixth grade, bro.
Yeah.
They are using their mouths.
Jesus
I get
Christ.
it.
Come on,
Hey,
kids.
Todd, sixth
But,
grade.
yeah, it's a little young, Zito. I remember faking that I could play the trumpet. Like I wouldn't memorize the songs. I would just move the keys up and down with my fingers without actually blowing.
Is McComas hitting a solo?
Just shaking his hips over there.
I was like the worst trumpet player we had by far. And then we get to the solo. They go down the line, like first chair to last chair, and I was always last chair. They get to me, and I wouldn't fucking know it. And it's like, I get like 4 notes. All right, you get it. I'm faking the whole time.
That was like church when I would go as a kid. Everyone would stand up and sing the songs. I didn't know the words. I just opened my mouth, pretended like I knew the words.
Like I was Catholic, and I would just like lip the
I know
responses
the one pretty
to
good.
the.
Hallelujah. Or no, amen.
Both of those, I think, are in one song.
That's Noel.
There's one of them that I'm fucking good at.
How about ding, Fraser, dun, ding, Fraser,
Oh.
Pretty good at that one too, yeah.
That's my favorite Christmas song.
That's
Are
a
those
good one.
church songs?
I think
That one.
Yeah, a lot of them.
they
are.
probably
it?
sing them on Christmas, right?
Yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah, you're
Is it
right.
the Carol of the Bells.
That is my shit. I get excited. You know, it is also the first song of the Santa Claus. So,
Yep.
so I think anytime I've heard that song in history, I've known we're about to buckle into it.
I think my favorite is Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, Bruce?
Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's a classic.
That'll get you
Bruce's
going.
Bruce's Christmas album is great.
Come on.
What, didn't Bublé own Christmas, right? That's kind of his thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him for a while there. Yep.
Mariah Carey had a pretty good Christmas album. NSYNC had a pretty good one.
Old Lil Nas X is trying to get Mariah Carey on the next Old Town Road remix.
He doing too much.
He got Lil Wayne. He got Wheezy.
He did.
What?
Well, yeah, he's not on tour anymore, so
I like what he did. What did he say? He said he's not used to those size crowds.
it's not his swag, or I can't remember what he.
It's just a bunch of punk rock white kids out there.
Probably.
And that kind of is.
And part of it was
That's what he tried to do,
Yeah,
right?
that's his demo now.
His skateboarding and his guitar.
Yeah.
And part of it was he was like, I forgot like how hard touring was, so this ain't. He
just got lazy, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I was in a skate park like 8 hours a day. I'm in a fucking bus, touring around, no guns.
So what are they just doing another fucking remix?
Yeah.
They're gonna keep him going, I think.
I still haven't got sick of it yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I
gonna go
love
through
it.
fall too. By the way, fall in college towns.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That song's
Jesus.
gonna go.
Because he tweeted the album art out for it, and it had like 7 horses on the cover. Because every time he does a
okay.
remix, a horse represents someone on the song, right? And then he did the one with Mason Ramsey and Young Thug, and there was like a green horse and a little Caucasian horse. And then he tweeted out one, "Should I do it?" or something like that is what he said, and it had like 7 horses across
Oh,
it.
so it's
So
like the all I do is win
There's
remix.
gonna be
Yeah.
too many.
It's gonna be like a 7-minute, 8-minute song.
Did you see Mason forgot his lyrics?
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, when you steal them from Jake.
You too.
By the
in
way,
the room.
Jake kind of he deleted that tweet.
did anything
he
come of
did.
that?
No,
he's kind of got quiet of it. Somebody from somewhere
Oh, got silenced.
reached out to him and was like, "Hey, can we pay you for the lyrics at least?" Or maybe they made it right, or maybe they were like, "Those are not your lyrics. You wrote that in a room with us."
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
Well, it's
So
either
he
one
really
way or the
would
other.
know it.
It's either one way or the other.
Intellectual property.
Maybe he got paid for it and was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, I'll fucking do it.
You know what I mean? That is something that happens, I guess, with
Yeah.
music writers.
I'm sure.
They just reach out to him. Hey, about those lyrics we stole and gave to a little Yoda boy. We're wondering if we could just give you, I don't know, 500,000 to $1 million for that thing. Jake Owen. Yep. You want me to delete that tweet right? Yeah, I'll delete it right now, actually.
What song?
I don't remember those lyrics, actually. Neither does Mason.
I got to interrupt you for a second to let you know that I'm probably at my all-time peak as far as credit card debt is concerned right now. A lot of landscaping, a lot of house projects, a lot of
Like 2 of us.
unexpected expenses. The credit cards are almost maxed, but I'm not that worried about it because I have a solution. Lending Club.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you this. Nowadays, your credit card company includes a little breakdown to show you how only paying the minimum payments means you'll be paying it off for decades. I ain't doing that.
Nope.
I ain't going down like that. With Lending Club, you can consolidate your debt or pay off credit cards with one fixed monthly payment. I'm all about the one fixed monthly payment.
It's the best.
Since 2007, Lending Club has helped millions of people regain control of their finances with affordable, fixed-rate personal loans, no trips to a bank, no high-interest credit cards. Just go to lendingclub.com. Tell them about yourself, how much you want to borrow, pick the terms that are right for you, and if you're approved, your loan is automatically deposited into your bank account. And I can't wait. It happens in as little as a few days. A few days from now, I'm going to have a lot less on my plate than I had today.
Let's go.
Wow.
So wipe it clean, one fixed rate payment. I'm all about it once a month. Go to lendingclub.com/Heartland. Check your rate in minutes and borrow up to 40 grand. I might do that. Maybe I'll borrow 40 grand.
Yeah.
Put in a pool.
Wow.
If I borrow 40 grand, I think I can put in a pool.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice in-ground one.
Forced tax of high society.
Oh, yeah. Probably my dumbass dogs would drown in it. I feel like just walk in there and just drown themselves. I'll get something. Maybe I'll get a boat. That's lendingclub.com/Heartland. lendingclub.com/Heartland. All loans made by WebBank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
It's tough being a rapper. You can't remember your lyrics all the time. I think that's probably the most difficult, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
People
There's a
don't
lot-
Well,
often-
especially if you don't write them yourself. Like if you write them
Oh,
yourself,
yeah.
then you write them over and over and over, and you memorize them, and then you perform it. But if you got a ghostwriter or someone else writing them for you, it's probably pretty tough to memorize them.
Lil Wayne was on Jimmy Kimmel, I think,
Okay.
when the Carter 4 came
Yeah,
out.
it happened to Wayne before, right?
Yeah, and he was like, it was Jimmy Fallon. Maybe Kimmel. No, Fallon. He was like, what have you been doing? He said, I've actually been backstage trying to learn my lyrics. He was like, because he's all from the head or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So he said he forgot the lyrics. So somebody in Jimmy Fallon's team printed them out for him to read, and they're like on a piece of paper, like real big. And he's like reading them until he has to perform at the end of the show. Just like, come on, Wayne, come on.
Well, he's probably so fucked up when he does it too.
And Carter 4, they recorded like 8 years ago.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was a long time ago. I wonder how many of those people actually are like lip syncing, like when they go on SNL, because that shit happens all the time. Where they, it just like cuts them off, and there's like big controversy surrounding it.
Never kills
I bet
anybody.
it's half the
No.
time.
Oh, Ashley Simpson.
Yeah, she's famous.
That's
for
maybe
it.
the only one that it actually.
I think it sucks for her because she was first, right?
Yeah.
What'd she sing? Piece of me? Part of me?
I don't remember.
Great song.
That also might have been why she,
Yeah.
like if you're an untouchable soul, like Mariah Carey, she had the worst.
Oh yeah, hers was bad. Holy
On
shit!
New Year's?
Yeah, but if Mariah Carey was to put out another album, I bet you a billion people would be like, Mariah Carey still got it. Still got it, That'd be tough, I guess, to remember those lyrics. Not really.
No, I mean,
I feel it's repetition, right?
I feel like I remember lyrics pretty quickly.
yeah, I mean, when you did RIP Sea of Japan, you fucking memorized them in an hour.
Yeah.
Pretty good too, by the way. Just
Yeah.
those lyrics are pretty solid.
Number one.
Doesn't get enough credit.
Number one.
Top of iTunes chart with a song. No big deal.
R.I.P.
What?
R.I.P. in peace, bro. Jesus. Oh, boy. How many times you listen?
Boy.
See, there's little Wayne back there. We'll print out the lyrics for you. A little Zito. A little Zito. I thought it was going to have a part 2 because Kim Jong was starting to dance back into the...
Yeah.
Dance again.
He was starting to dance back into the fray of the world.
I wonder. He's listening to that probably, right?
Has to.
Oh, yeah, he jams out to it every weekend.
That's so funny to think about.
I guarantee you it's got to him somehow.
Well, it'll get there in like 4 or 5 years. He'll eventually.
Because there's somebody in charge of like Google alerts on his name and shit, in certain countries, especially the
Japan.
U.S.
We should think about pulling that, huh? Think about taking that down.
No, I mean, if
Your
anything,
name's not out.
if
I think
anything,
he
we'll get
would
Rodman.
enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll get Rodman if anything.
He killed a guy with a fucking missile.
He's had a lot of.
He
filled-
lowered a guy into a tank of piranhas after opening up a couple veins.
Okay, so stay away. Hey, Zito, will you remind me?
Oh, did he open up some veins?
Stay away from
North.
North Korea.
Oh, that's
Series,
awesome.
Remind me to stay away from North Korea.
Because the piranhas wouldn't have ate him without the blood.
I guess. Makes them extra hungry.
Are they like sharks?
I guess.
Oh, yeah. The scent.
Who?
Smell
Piranhas.
the blood.
He dropped him into piranhas.
Oh yeah.
They sliced the guy up a little bit.
Vertical
first.
or horizontal?
I think it was head first.
No, I meant
Hanging
the
from his feet.
veins.
You can't buy a
Oh, I don't
piranha
know.
like one, right? You got to buy like a group of them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy them.
Yeah, you got to buy a whole game.
They
I'd
come
assume so.
A slew.
school.
Yep.
Somebody said a
You
slew.
think piranha's a school?
Somebody said a slew of piranhas.
Yeah, school fish.
Yeah. I know it's a fish, but,
But in particular,
yeah.
do they have
maybe they have a
subsections?
special
Yeah,
name.
what's a dolphin group?
Dolphin's a
mammals.
mammal.
Good call.
What's a group of dolphins called? A pack?
Homies.
I think it's a pack of dolphins.
Group of dolphins is called a pod.
That's a see. I don't like that
They're
one.
mammals, though.
It is pod.
Yeah.
Pod of mammal. What's some others? A
pod of
dolphins.
We should start describing humans as a pod. Well, I guess that's kind of is.
A group of piranhas is called a shoal. SHOAL.
A shoal.
Yeah.
So it's like a school, but take out the C.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you getting this information from?
The Google machine?
No, that's what ladies wear, like around
You
their
want me to fucking
shoulders.
screenshot it and send it to
That's
you?
a
Kind
shaw.
of, yeah.
Shaw.
Oh,
A shaw.
Shaw.
People
So
wear shaws on their
You're
faces,
just upset
too.
that it wasn't
Yeah.
a school.
Yeah, because I think it
The
is.
school of fish. It's a shawl of piranhas. Go ahead,
I don't
Ty.
think
Back
that's
me up
right.
here. You got a fucking Google
I don't
machine
agree
in
with
front of
it.
you, too.
Checking it out.
I think it's just a weird spelling of school.
He's right.
Really?
He's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's a weird spelling of school on Google? Google's got a red line underneath it whenever they fill out the website.
Well, they travel in these shoals so they can overwhelm their prey in a choreographed feeding frenzy.
Oh, yeah.
Got a little Zito in there.
I saw a piranha
What?
whenever I was a kid.
really?
Saw a piranha.
And you lived to tell the story.
Yeah, we went to the only vacation my family ever took as a kid. It was awesome. It was when my grandma passed away, so we got some money, and we went to Aruba to, I forget, there was something my mom wanted to do for her mom in Aruba, and I was a terrible kid. I ruined it probably. But we went down there and we went on a submarine. We like did everything that you could possibly do at the resort.
Bottomless submarine?
Yeah, no, it was a submarine
Okay.
that had.
So you could look at the fish and shit?
Yeah, and we literally fucking saw a piranha. They were like, "Oh, piranha to the right," and they were like, "Not normal, I don't think." And I took a picture of it real quick. I felt like a genius, and then I remember having a headache for like 2 days after the submarine thing.
Nice
And then
fish.
Later, I'd go on to bust an eardrum. Water's always been a problem. The ocean's always been a problem for me.
We're not meant to be there.
We're not meant to be there.
Could you imagine working on a submarine?
But a submarine's like a spaceship, but for the ocean, right?
Yeah.
True.
Absolutely.
And they just never stop going.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it's like.
There's a whole business down there. It's not just a business of spaceships going into space.
No.
No.
They're actually getting shit done and discovered.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a
Benjamin
lot of
Franklin
shit.
found the first submarine.
Did he?
That can't be true.
He founded the first submarine?
Yeah.
What, is it just laying there? The natives left it behind?
I believe he invented it.
Why?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they used it in Revolutionary War.
Were
Did
the
they?
A submarine was used in the
You
Revolutionary
sure you're not thinking
War.
about the Civil War?
No, Revolutionary
How about the
War.
World War where they were called U-boats?
Correct. There it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I'm 100% on this. I think Siri told me this once.
Yeah, but I think you're wrong. Like, I actually gave a speech.
No way they used the submarine in the revolution.
Who's to blame here? His parents, the public
There's
school
no one
system
gonna
of
search
Chicago.
this right now.
Probably the hypnotist.
World War I, they're called U-boats. They were like the first time. And the only
I
reason
know that.
I gave a speech in front of the whole school because I was student council president on either one of the
Memorial Day or Veterans Day.
It was one of the days. I don't know what day it was. We were in school, and every president had to give a speech. And mine was on World War I. I was a freshman. Mm-hmm. And I did not write a speech. So the person who was the president the year before gave me their speech. And I didn't read it once before I went out there. And I read it in front of the entire school in the football field flawlessly until I said, "You birds." Instead of "you boats." And I will never, ever forget that. Because I'm reading and like, in Germany introduced the U-bird, which, and then I was like, oh my God, that's the wrong word.
I was wrong who invented it, but I was right about the Revolutionary War.
Really?
David Bushnell.
Oh, like the Bushnell fucking
the-
rangefinders?
Yeah, like the binoculars?
Yeah, 1775. First one used.
Really? What'd they use it for?
A submersible craft. They attempted to attach a time bomb to the hull of the British Admiral Richard Howe's flagship. So
Probably everybody died.
Port right.
Yeah, they got like
Was it a
20
submarine?
feet out.
a
Everybody
submersible craft.
Was it one of those mines where you could push
But you
it,
just looked up
fucking-
and then lied again.
That was right.
A submarine and a
that's another
submersive craft?
They did it. They couldn't figure
They
out
called
the
it a
name.
turtle.
Was
it was
it
called an American turtle.
So it was a U-bird.
Was it man operated?
How did they get? They have to like a manual pump to
Yeah,
keep
it was
air
basically
going.
Like a pipe out the
Was
whole
there no?
time.
Was there humans inside this?
There's
Yes.
no way there's a bomb inside of it.
Yeah.
There was definitely a human inside.
Probably one of those mines.
This went badly. There's no
Yeah.
way they accomplished this.
They won the mission. I know that.
Are sea mines still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There was someone inside of it.
I remember. I remember
Sucky
them in.
piece of
I
shit.
they
remember
drop
them.
them out.
I remember them in. Did you guys ever play Ecco the Dolphin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of sea mines in there.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking blowfish. Great game, by the way. You're-
No,
That-
but did you see the fucking submarines that the Coast Guard?
Oh,
jumped on?
Bro,
That was
did you see that?
insane. That was
Yeah,
insane.
that was sick.
that was sick.
Coast Guard's a pretty good job, right?
Dude,
You're young.
You
You're
gotta be really
fucking
good at swimming.
18
Yeah,
years
but
old.
I don't
you're
think
not
they
gonna
get
go to
any
college?
credit, right? They get no credit for anything.
I don't think they
That
do,
was
but I bet
Coast-
they have a good time.
I thought that was like special forces. I didn't know.
No,
that.
it's
it's
Coast Guard.
Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why whenever I saw Zero blog post it, they
Yeah.
were like, shout out to the Coast Guard. And I was like, you know what? Coast Guard never gets any credit for
Dude,
anything.
whenever I see them, like there's a drug shipment, on a cigar boat or something, and they're on their little ship, and the guy's got the 50 cal, and he just goes,
Oh, yeah.
"Bah, bah, 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 bah," in front of it to make him stop. I'm like, oh, that's a cool job. He's riding around on a boat with a 50 cal.
that happens?
Yeah.
I've never seen
Yeah,
that
they
before.
shoot out the engine so the
Because
boat
they're
can-
our defense in the sea around the borders for
Yeah.
that stuff.
They're the guard of...
the
The
coast.
coast.
Also, they save crab fishermen up in Alaska.
They do.
Yeah, they're more known for their rescues.
What makes you a legend?
Great movie.
Is it what you do whenever you're alive or what you're remembered for something, blah, blah, blah?
Great movie.
That movie made me cry a little bit.
It's
at the end.
good. It's
Who
good.
is it?
Kevin
who's the-
Costner.
Ashton
Yeah.
Kutcher.
Dude,
Fucking
great movie.
Senior chief.
Hey, spoiler alert.
He didn't die either. I totally think that was him at the end.
I agree too.
Where?
Remember they thought he was dead? That he drowned in that cave or whatever?
Yeah, he didn't.
And
Also,
then
yeah.
they was like, well, this only was telling the story about this guy that went out and rescued this boat off his boat.
Oh.
And kind of, it was from far away. You're like, oh, yeah, it kind of looks like Kevin Costner.
Oh, see, I thought it was like the spirit of
Yeah,
him.
the Guardian. Like,
Yeah, that's what made me. I think that's what gave me chills. Was like, oh, the guy who's like the keeper of the ocean now. I didn't
Just
know.
lives in the ocean.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like you thought. People thought he was actually alive. I'm gonna watch that movie completely differently.
If only they were on the East Coast, the Andrea Gale would have made it. It's a damn shame. It's a perfect storm reference.
Dude, I tell you what, that was one movie that pissed me off.
Why?
I did
'Cause they
not
did?
want them all to die on there.
No, it's tough because I mean,
Sometimes, no, it's better that everybody dies. It's gonna be more.
No, that was
realistic.
one where
But
you
in that
wanted them
one,
all
I'm
to
like,
survive.
especially when they broke through for a minute, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, they did it. They fucking made his way through, and then here come the
even
big
the
one.
sun came out for a second.
Well, and that was like pre-internet too, so like it was very plausible that you wouldn't have heard anything about that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
had no
remember
idea.
just being fucking shocked.
So sad. Like John C. Riley and another guy were just trapped in the bottom of the fucking
Bugsy.
boat. This is gonna be hard on my son. Fucking, that's so sad. So sad.
Will Ferrell's birthday was yesterday.
Oh yeah,
How old's
Happy
he?
birthday.
Happy birthday, Will Ferrell.
55 or something. isn't
The only reason I know this is because somebody tweeted out this morning. They were like, use this tweet, reply to it to wish Will Ferrell a happy birthday about your favorite movies. And all I thought about was Todd ruining Will Ferrell's life.
Haven't heard from him since.
I was like, I wonder if Will Ferrell has read that Yelp. What is it? Fandango?
IMDb.
IMDb review that got hot on Reddit.
I think it's in his head. He'll come out with something. He'll rebound. He'll have one more epic movie, I think.
I think him and you know that show Dead to Me that's on Netflix right now, pretty good. Him and McKay did that.
Oh, really?
No, he's not in it, but
He creates a lot of stuff, right?
yeah.
I would like him and Sandler to team up for a movie for Netflix.
So he could carry Sandler.
And maybe Will Smith. Get Will Smith in there too.
Why would you ruin it?
So it'd be Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, Will Smith, and you can go ahead and sign it up for 200 million views.
Oh,
200 million views on Netflix if that happened,
yeah.
for sure.
It would break the internet.
Yeah, it would.
Well, Sandler and Will Smith do have Netflix deals, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and get
Yeah,
Will.
Will's is working out well.
Will don't need it.
What are you talking about, bro?
Bright 2 is coming out, whether you like it or not.
And he's only focusing on Instagram.
Whose side are you on here?
Yeah, so
Yours. I'm
he
on
kind of
yours.
does have a deal with Netflix. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was shit.
What?
Widely panned as the worst movie of the year.
What are you talking about? What about Aladdin? Aladdin's crushing, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
They were playing his song at the fucking resort. That's how I knew there was too many kids.
Oh Jesus!
They're like pandering to the kids that showed up on a deserted island.
Yeah, and that's a movie that's going to make money no matter what, if he's in it or not. He did not need to be in that movie for it to do well.
Are you kidding me right now? This
Which one, Aladdin or
Aladdin.
Bright?
Hey, people
Yeah,
are bashing Lion King, so there's no difference.
Well, yeah, it's.
I mean,
What are they supposed to do?
Exact. Well,
If
you
you
know,
change the movie, then you're disrespecting history.
Correct.
If you copy it, then there's no new stuff.
people are.
I've
dumb.
never seen the original, so I'm excited to see it for the first time.
It's a live action. It's
really
literally the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's just a modernized retelling.
exactly. It's the same movie for a new audience.
I hate people.
You know what my goal is? To get asked to remake Santa Claus.
That'd be awesome.
With
Now you're onto
Yeah.
something.
That's why I would like to do that. But I got to get a little bit. I got to get much more, successful.
What would you do differently with that?
That's
would
what
you
I'm saying.
change
I don't know.
anything with the story of how one becomes Santa Claus?
I think
because it was a pretty good story.
Same concept, I
Yeah.
believe. Same type of concept.
Would you want Tim Allen like pass the torch to you in the
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
for
falls
sure.
off my roof.
That's
only right.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. He falls off my roof.
Internal bleeding.
chills.
He's fading fast.
Fucking break the fourth wall.
Am I
knows
doing
he's gotta pass
CPR
it
on
on.
Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I'm an EMT.
And because you're a good Samaritan, he's like, this guy's worthy of being Santa Claus.
I think you know what happens.
I saved his
is
life.
Yes.
When he died. Oh, you're going to save his life? I was
I
going
think
to say,
save
when
his
think-
life.
when he dies.
Maybe he dies, and
When
he
he
just
dies,
passes the magic
you know,
'cause
he
he's-
goes into this dusty, glittery dust, and you actually accidentally inhale it.
Oh.
And then you start feeling like side effects.
No, whenever you put on the coat, you're the big guy.
Yeah, well,
That's actually
this
a pretty
is-
rather large part.
We're not smoking
Yeah.
Santa Claus's ashes.
Oh, so you want to do the exact same movie?
Not exact same
changing it.
concepts.
I'm just telling you a different way to do it.
Yeah.
Smoking Santa Claus.
No, he dies, and then just like in Avengers, when
Oh, you
they're
snort him.
when they're
You cut him up.
when their bodies disappear and
snort
they
it.
fucking float up into the
Oh, and it
sky.
just kinda
you
floats
accidentally
in.
inhale it, you start coughing.
Like Goldberg on his.
You think nothing about it, and then you go to bed. But you wake up in the morning and you got little side effects, and
You think it was a dream?
then the coat's hanging in your closet. Oh, and you're like, how'd that fucking coat get there?
I think it has the claws of the claws. Like I honestly believe that is. But that's an incredible
I
idea.
was gonna say, if you don't do that, you're eliminating about 40 minutes of the movie. You got to fill out with new content. So
I'm excited for us to make that movie someday to a whole new generation.
But so the clause would be like email to you or something. It wouldn't be a paper thing anymore.
Email won't
right?
be a thing anymore.
Oh yeah, because you'd have to update the whole thing.
Yeah.
Could I be fifth in line?
You
Elf?
get like a notification.
I think you're a little tall, but we'll get the bagel guy in there. I gotta go take a call.
I love that guy. I absolutely
Who,
love
Bagel
that
guy?
Yeah. Yeah, what an asshole that guy is. I mean,
Do you think it's being real, or is it all an act?
No, he goes around looking to fake fight people.
Well, yeah, but is
Yeah.
it real anger or is it an act?
Well, it seems real.
I think it's a little of both.
he knows though that it's magic. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I've seen him in pictures. There is no making up how small he
no,
is.
he's tiny. He's a very tiny
He's a
little
jockey, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he literally was put on this earth to be a jockey, and he didn't make it. Now he's pissed at the world.
But he's been on like 10 different radio shows in
yeah.
New York so far. Like he's
Oh,
growing
yeah,
a nice
yeah.
little social imprint. So I think he's going to keep doing it for
Wait,
sure.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
don't know if I would have went as hard as he has about it. Like he seems all in on. He seems like he's already skipped the fame part of it, and he's now in the sad, desperate, trying to
Yeah,
hang on to it
that's
piece.
true.
Did you
still.
see?
We
Did
didn't
you
have
see
a
the
real
video of
talent.
him rewatching the video
No,
and getting
no.
like fucking fired up? Like he was so proud of
So I
himself.
think it's real then.
It is real, from what I see.
You think he's going to get laid because
But
of
it's
it?
like it's like he captured lightning in a bottle, and he can't recreate it. So it's this watered down version of it every time.
See,
Yeah.
and
And it's just going to dump off.
I
real fast.
thought
He'd fit in the
that,
bottle.
but I've watched like 4 of the other videos. They are fucking hilarious. There's one where he gets in a fight with a guy at the bar. Like it's grade A comedy. But I'm surprised he hasn't got bundled by someone yet.
I mean, he kind of did. We got knocked over, but people probably feel so bad.
I don't know.
I mean,
When you feel
wouldn't
bad,
you feel
it's like
bad
punching a
hitting
little
someone like
kid.
I don't know if a guy like if
I'd
he's
hit
like,
a fucking kid, but not him.
I mean, I guess the guy who like choke slammed him was in a good spot too, because like all these girls around him were gonna defend him anyway. But yeah, I guess if you take a swing on that guy at a bar, you know, that's not. A
I just
good
want to
bad
know
look.
if this little media run that he's doing is going to eventually get him laid, and then maybe he will change as a person. Maybe not be so fucking angry.
Sites, you
Has he
should be dead.
monetized it yet,
That's
you think?
okay.
Say that to you here, nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
By the way, line of a century.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to step outside? You
I
wanna
love
step
that, dude.
outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal.
Throws the pal on there. It's a
He
strong
uses the
move.
step outside line a lot.
No, go ahead and attack me, big.
He used that line when in the other one when the police showed up. And he's like, "Do you want to fucking step outside?"
Oh, Jesus.
It's a power saying.
It is really.
Until you get called up on your bluff.
Yeah. I think it usually means like, I hope to God you don't want to go outside. Yeah, that's what I feel like when a guy says that.
I got no sympathy for him. I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry,
I don't
man.
think anyone has
You picked the
sympathy.
short straw in life. This is what you got to deal with. This is how it works.
Billy just showed me an article that says he wants to fight other like viral internet people.
Oh, really?
I love it.
Well,
Love it.
PFT challenged him to a fight.
Oh God.
Can you imagine?
It'd be so
PFD's
funny.
he's put together
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah, he's probably got like 120 pounds on it.
And he's 5'8". He's got a foot on me.
Uh-huh.
I would love to see that dude fucking.
I'd enjoy seeing him get knocked out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
He has a fight slated September 7th with the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife guy.
See, I mean, this is the level where we're putting this guy at already.
Nice.
It's like, come on, man.
Well, that's the realm he's
It's like
in. though.
internet celebrity death
That's
match.
but he didn't even like burn out, or he just he went right from viral to immediately fighting other viral
Well, that's his
people.
personality. That's his fucking personality. That's who he is.
I mean, he's got to make his money, and I mean, are they going to take him seriously enough to give him money for anything else?
I don't know. Look at anyone else on the internet. Look what everyone's doing. I don't know. I feel like it happened too quick. I feel like this had more legs.
Does he have official like Twitter or Instagram or anything
Unlike
like that?
himself.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Does he have like a Twitter and Instagram?
He has a
yet?
YouTube channel. I
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, does he? Yeah.
They should just give him an hour on Sirius and just have people come in and just instigate the shit out of him. That'd be awesome.
Just have like 6'5" dudes walk
Yeah.
through all day long and
Exactly.
just sit there and stare at him.
How many subscribers does he have, Nick? He probably has 1 million.
No,
I don't know.
No?
It was pretty brand new.
It doesn't take long, though.
I was
Just
gonna
go
say
by
this
Bagel Guy.
motherfuckers.
That's all he goes by.
I have no idea what it goes by. I wish I knew to help you.
I'm not scared of you, pal.
Dude, the Area 51 thing's up to 1 million now.
1.2. He
1.2
just jumped
fucking
to.
million. They're all gonna die.
Did you see the Air Force's
Yeah,
official
the Air Force said they're gonna
announcement?
fucking kill them all.
Yeah, they said the Nevada Test and Training Range is an area where the Air Force tests and trains combat aircraft. Any attempt to illegally access military installations or military training areas is extremely dangerous. That means we're going to fucking kill all of you.
That means 1.2 million people were killed in a training accident.
That's exactly what that means.
Well,
Was the Chuck Norris meme real? That he's gonna show up?
I don't think any of that
There's
shit is.
all the celebrity ones are all fake.
yeah.
But this is what I said to Zeke and Todd. Like, what if 1 million people agreed to raid the White House or something? Like, you're going to get fucking murdered.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Oh,
it's still
yeah,
a
yeah.
different scale.
Helicopters with Gatling guns, fucking missiles.
Yeah, everyone's gonna die,
but they're all dead.
and they should. Zito's really good.
I don't
the board
think.
today.
Here's the thing: if they did do that, and then they really did like massacre the entire crowd, I don't think any of us would like
We can't
feel
blame them.
bad for it.
They were warned.
I think they have a Honey We Shrunk the Kids laser, and they're just gonna blast that out there.
I like that.
And
Oh,
just-
and shrink them all.
Yeah,
and then they'll all fight the bagel guy.
And Rick Moranis is operating it.
bitch.
It's like the beaches in Normandy if this thing actually happens.
Seriously.
And there were people talking about, we're going to live stream it. Everyone will be able to watch.
Oh,
blah,
that'd
blah,
be
blah.
awesome.
They're gonna drop
please
the
do.
EMP
I'd pay
first.
hundreds of dollars to watch those people fucking die.
Can you drop an EMP like without like hurting people
It doesn't hurt people, but
at all? Like I thought it was always an explosion at first.
knocks
I
out
think
electronics.
it like gives you such a bad headache.
Yeah,
right?
you get like
just
a
kinda- you're
concussion
crippled up.
headache.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
sick.
You'd probably get a concussion.
Yeah, probably.
Like a
Have
bad
you ever seen an
concussion.
EMP go off or anything like that?
No.
Military was?
It's pretty new, right?
Well, my
I don't
clearance
know.
wasn't high enough,
I wasn't there the last time.
Fucking Call of Duty.
I called off that day.
I mean, I've seen Ocean's 11. That was pretty cool, but
Sorry, Z.
I was really excited for a story behind the badge there.
Flashbang's kind of like that. It sends out a concussion thing, but it probably doesn't last as long as the EMP thing. I mean, that's just a constant fucking sonic wave, right? Just one after another. It disrupts your entire thought process,
I thought it was just one.
shuts down your motor skills.
I wish I knew.
I don't know what it does to people.
Knocks
I know,
power
I
out,
know what
right?
it does to electronics.
Yeah,
I'm
kills
talking
all.
about the ones, though, that they use to disable people now.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
well, like those sonic guns?
Yes.
Like that emit sound that
Yes.
cripple you?
Yes.
Are those real? I don't know if those are real.
They say they have them. You just point at it's frequencies, though.
The
It's
whole
not
laser
sound
folder.
waves.
The soundboard.
Oh, well, there's those trucks. I've seen those trucks that have the thing on
They're for
top.
like
that-
riot control and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
okay.
makes you like run away.
All right, here's a question for you guys.
It's like dog whistles for dogs.
If the aliens did pop out of Area
the
51,
LRAD, right?
yes.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah, the LRAD stealth fucking because that's what
The
they
long range acoustic device.
That's,
Yes.
that's
Yep.
what they took off of the one airplane and put it on Independence Day.
Yep.
Ooh, good call.
If Area 51 does open up and aliens come out, from which movie would you hope that the aliens look like? I'm going Mars Attacks.
If it's Mars Attacks, though, then we're going to war immediately because those things are
All
very
you gotta do is
menacing-looking
play
creatures.
loud music and their fucking heads explode.
That's true. Maybe Alien. That would
That'd be
be
way
awful.
too scary.
That
That's way
would-
too scary.
we wouldn't last long on that one.
That'd be pretty sweet, though.
Yes.
All those people are there. They think it's gonna be like these 2 feet tall aliens, and the fucking chest burster comes out. Like that'd be awesome.
Or I kind of hope it's like a mix of bagged onions. That's not a saying.
Nuts? You mean bag of mixed nuts?
There it is.
Mixed bag of onions.
Well, you got the red and the white.
And it's like Men in Black, where there's a whole bunch of different races. And fucking Zed comes down and talks
Kind of
about
like Star Trek too. Star Trek was
we're
that
not
way.
throwing an international kegger. Rest in peace.
I hope. What if they look just like us?
I would hate
Sometimes they do that in the movie.
I would hate to not be able to differentiate.
Listen, Bob Lazar already spilled the beans. So they're 2 feet tall, the little guys with big heads. They're the standard grays. Okay,
Well, this is
Everyone-
hypothetical.
You talk about dick size at all on those guys?
fucking tripod, dude.
Their dicks are their fingers. That's why you never shake hands with.
You give them a high five.
That's how
with
they
your
pee.
nut tap.
Remember they pee out of their finger? What movie was
Scary
that?
movie.
Yeah, scary movie. I don't know. I think there's
jerking
going
off
to be a
their
lot
fingers.
of people getting mowed down on September.
We'll send Zito to jerk
Whatever
him
it
off.
is.
There's 10 of them. I don't know what to do.
Would you jerk off an alien?
Yeah, if it's for our
What if
safety.
it's the same as the movie Aliens and like where their blood, or like the Predator, where their blood's acid, and their jizz is acid?
I wear a
And
suit.
you take a
look
facial,
out.
it burns your whole face off.
If it's
look
for
like
mankind,
Two-Face.
if it's for mankind, I would do it.
That's nice of you, man. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Zeke.
Take the acid jizz. That's good of you. I appreciate it.
3, 2, go.
If you listen to us, you probably love gambling. If you love gambling on the PGA Tour and haven't given the Tour Junkies podcast a listen, I mean, what are you even doing?
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
what are you doing?
Come on.
The final major of the season starts tomorrow with the Open Championships from Ireland, and the Tour Junkies have you covered on all things betting and daily fantasy sports. The Tour Junkies put out a podcast every week previewing the upcoming PGA Tour event in terms of course breakdown, key stats to playing well, who they like and who they don't like, and hot topics on tour. Tour Junkies podcast listeners in 2019 alone have won over $1 million in daily fantasy and betting. Why sweat an impossible NFL parlay at 30-1 when golfers are winning tournaments at 125-1 and higher?
That's a good
I'm
point.
going to interrupt this right here and say that you also should sweat the NFL parlays at 30-1. The Tour Junkies podcast doesn't just consist of tournament previews. The Tour Junkies have interviewed dozens of PGA Tour players, caddies, and golf personalities since they started almost 4 years ago, including Brooks Koepka, Tony Finau, Billy Ho, Charles Howell, Kevin Kisner, Darius Rucker of Hootie and the Blowfish. Heard of them? And more.
Hey.
The Tour Junkies podcast can be found on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere that you can fucking find podcasts like you listen to this one. Go give the boys a listen and check out all their free content on tourjunkies.com.
Did you see the, speaking of technology, the Swedes got those microchips now? They put in your hands and they're taking the place of credit cards and shit.
I love
Really?
it.
So
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Like
love it.
4,000 people have these implanted now. So it works as a credit card, like a swipey thing, or
awesome.
for getting into an access door, keyless access door, shit like that.
Not
you-
good.
Have
Why?
you
It's
been to
not good.
concerts
Why?
with
This is one step closer to the government having control over your body with some device they've implanted in you.
Oh, there's
All
no
right.
doubt.
Well, as long as they don't control my body.
So
No, the good news is you will probably be long dead before that actually starts to happen. But
But not having to carry around a fucking wallet, just fucking scan your arm.
That's true, but I mean, is it really that big of an inconvenience carrying around a fucking wallet?
I'm gonna tell you now.
Or
it's
your
too
phone.
dangerous.
compared to
dude,
the enslavement of the
you can
human
just
race,
scan your
Yeah.
phone, Apple Pay, all that shit. I mean, it's going to take the place. It can't take the place of a phone because
It could.
you can't see the text or whatever unless you get some.
You don't even really need to carry
a whole
Unless it
wallet
goes
around
in your
anymore.
brain.
Yeah,
What if
probably-
the beeping goes off and it reads the text in your brain, and then you just talk the text back?
that's the next level, right? It's going to be glasses for the screen.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
when you get robbed, people don't just take your wallet anymore. They fucking slit your throat and then
Yeah,
slit your
start
wrist open
banging
and get
your wife.
your microchip out.
Probably just chop your whole hand off and just take your
Yeah.
hand. It's
You know
quicker.
what? They can have it. They can fucking have it, dude.
I don't know.
I mean,
it also like monitors your health too, like your heartbeat and your blood pressure.
See,
and
I don't
shit.
want to
Feeds
see
back
that.
to you.
I don't want to see that at all times.
It's right from the inside. It's going to be accurate
Get
as
out.
fuck.
Unless it alerts you, like, hey, you're gonna have a heart attack in
that's-
6 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Your
true.
brain needs an update.
And then they start rounding you up. Well, this guy, we don't like what he's got going on. Somebody go pick him up, throw you in the back of a truck.
I know.
I did just get my debit card stolen, actually. So this
Yeah.
maybe wouldn't be a terrible
You wouldn't
idea.
leave it at the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of advantages. The disadvantage is you don't know what's going in there. It's the size of a grain of rice. So what if it opens up and it's like a mothership for little smaller grains of rice, and they travel? One attaches to your spine
All right, well,
to
let's not get
control
fucking
your
wild.
body, and then one goes in your brain to control your thoughts or monitor your thoughts.
It would be nice for the dickhead bars that actually take and keep your credit card instead of giving it
fuck
back
them.
to you.
That is a dickhead move.
Like if I leave because I'm fucking hammered and I'm Irish goodbyeing everyone, just throw 20% on. I don't give a fuck. I mean, that should be. I think that's just a standard. Normally, behind a lot of bars, if you leave without paying your tab, we're putting 20% on. Right. It's fine
I know,
with me.
but now they're not allowed to.
They just-
And
They're
you
not allowed to
collect a
put
tip.
there?
You can't. They're not allowed to put a tip on there if you leave your card.
Really?
Oh, well,
Oh well, now I feel
now
bad.
that you mention it.
Are you 1,000% positive?
I'm pretty sure. At least maybe that's bar to bar policy. But when I've left mine, I'd be like, a tip? Is there a tip on there? And they're like, no, we're not allowed to do that. So then I give them money.
No, I don't mean when you leave your card. I'm talking about when they give you your card back because your tab's still open, but you leave without closing your tab. I think they could put a tip on there. I'd say
Yeah.
it's happened to me before.
Yeah, in that situation,
Okay. That's what I was worried about.
because I think you agree to that.
Yeah.
It's like an
1,000%.
unspoken agreement.
Yes.
Is it 20%?
I hope so.
I don't know. They're thinking pretty highly of themselves. I'm assuming I was happy with the service.
I think it's bar policy. I think they get to pick
Yeah,
what
probably.
the fee
But
is.
I normally only did that or do that at bars where I know the bartenders. So they're like, oh, Diggs left without paying his tab again. I'm going to throw fucking so much on it.
Yeah.
I don't do it at places where I've never
Well,
been
where are you
before.
doing that all the time?
Huh?
I mean, are you some town drunk somewhere that I don't know about?
Dude, in Pittsburgh at the bar, Lot 17, we used to do it. I used to do it every fucking day.
Yeah, but you were regular. It was different.
That's
they
what
would
I'm saying.
sign
If
it, or
you were
you'd show up the
regular,
next
you could
day.
do it.
Oh, hey, you're dummy. Here's your card.
You're
Here
not
you go.
doing that down here, though.
No.
Okay. I was gonna say.
At Kilroy's, I would do it every once in a while. But just there. You know. It's
So let's take a poll. Who would be for the microchip thing if they brought it here?
I'm
out.
in.
I'm out.
By the time it switches bad, I'm going to be dead.
Then they're going to start tracking you.
That's fine.
I can track you now with your phone.
Yeah.
You can ditch your phone.
I guess you could throw your phone away. Or
I mean, I could
separate
always-
And then your
yourself from it.
family's going to start tracking
Listen,
you.
I've seen
your mom's
movies-
going to keep tabs on you. Your girlfriend's going to keep tabs on you.
They don't have fucking access to my fucking wrist thing.
They will.
You think?
That's not.
You wait till that shit gets commercialized.
Just like in the movies. You could fucking dig that
They
thing
already
out
do
of
it to
your
kids
wrist.
now.
I don't care.
Moms are tracking their kids while they're getting lost in the woods.
Oh, well, that's probably a good thing.
I wonder how much it can tell about what you're doing. Obviously, it knows probably
Oh,
if you're
Diggs is
running.
jerking off
or
again.
His hand just ran 5 miles.
Yeah. He's having sex right now. Hang on. We'll start again in 30 seconds when he's done. I don't know.
This is you're willing to give up all this just so you don't have to carry around a wallet.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out.
I like stuffing stuff in my wallet still.
What are you stuffing in your wallet?
Fucking movie
receipts?
tickets.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes receipts.
Probably got a condom in there from
They stay-
1974.
Yeah. I have receipts in there. I keep them in there until like the print completely fades. It's just white printer paper now.
I don't know. I just feel like it would quicken things up too, like going through airport security stuff like that. Like just fucking scan his chip, see where he's been, see what he's. I don't know.
I'm out.
You guys changed my opinion like 12 minutes ago. And here I am trying
We're
to
just
defend
playing devil's advocate.
It has to communicate. It has to use cellular data in some fashion. So I would have to connect
Jesus.
to.
So Verizon's got my fucking.
You know what I mean? Like it would probably Verizon.
you get it
they probably have to
Tony
rent
Stark.
time on Verizon towers or something because at some point you won't always be on Wi-Fi. I mean, unless in Sweden you just never leave Wi-Fi. There's some cities
Probably
like
is.
that.
They might
Yeah,
have
like
that.
dude.
Sweden's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
You
maybe
get
that's
lead
the
poisoning
advantage.
from
Maybe,
this?
but I think it's emitting signals through your skin.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
mean-
probably get skin cancer right there.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Wherever the grain of rice is.
That's
I don't
fucked
know.
up.
I am Iron Man.
I don't know. I think there's some advantages though. I mean, at one point, the next generation, like your guys' kids, are probably going to end up with something.
Let's put it this way: I'm happy that Sweden's trying it out, and I'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll make
That's fair. I like that.
Then I'll make a choice.
I feel like Sweden trusts their government a lot more than we do.
I think
Yeah,
so
dude.
too.
Well, they're very
So-
progressive.
Very laissez-faire over there.
Yeah,
you know?
they don't worry about too much.
It's a great place to live.
That's what they say. It's a beautiful country.
All those Norwegian.
What is it? Home of IKEA?
Yep.
Yep.
They're moving. I heard somewhere they're moving. They're closing like their biggest manufacturing facility in the States to Europe. IKEA is.
Really?
They're doing what?
Yeah, I don't know why.
They're moving their
Moving their
production.
a lot of their
To where?
production to Europe somewhere.
Well,
Didn't say exactly where, but
That's a big deal.
that's what. What about you, Pat? Sweden's putting chips in their citizens, so they don't have to carry around credit card or IDs or anything like that
little
anymore. Just fuck-
microchips.
It's the start of it.
Scan it. Bloop.
Yep.
This is the start of it. Just like people that build the iPhone, the Chinese, they could just be tracking everybody by just adding one little thing on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think so. And then in the scanner thing, all you got to do is just add one more thing, and I mean, they can find out everything.
Todd said it looks like a
GPS.
piece of rice, but Todd said inside the piece of rice, there's definitely going to be other little pieces of rice that once it's
Shoot out.
implanted, shoot
Do a
out
little
and go to
mission.
other different parts of your body and fucking.
Spine controls your nervous
Oh, you think
system.
they're going to kill you?
I think
They could.
it's there for when they're ready to
They
do
have.
that.
They would
could
then have
press
the
a button.
ability to do all kinds of things, right?
Oh, I thought it'd be like just GPS and they'd be tracking you. And I mean,
That's
they
how
already
it
have
starts.
Yeah,
that.
that's the first part.
I guess they already have that with the phone, though.
But they could just have a button for everyone and be like, oh, he's about to do something bad. Kill him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Samsung was doing that.
Just shutting people down.
Because their batteries are
The
exploding.
phones, yeah.
Deactivate
blowing
54378.
What a dumb dumb.
The French military you see those flyboards they call them?
Oh, like hoverboards?
So like
Oh, yeah,
hoverboards
yeah.
on steroids. It's more like Tony Stark shit. So it's a jetpack
Green
that
Goblin.
you stand on. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Green Goblin, the Spider-Man had. And they will go 900
Was that the dude over?
meters in the air, I believe.
Was that
and
the
go up to
video of them
90
over the
miles an
parade
hour.
with
What is that in feet?
M14?
Yes. So
Yeah,
there's
it's a wild
training
fucking
to
video.
shoot and shit from them.
I'll be buying it soon.
Yeah, we've
Yes.
we've looked into it.
Yeah, we've looked into it.
They're coming down in price each year.
Yeah.
What are they running?
The funny thing about Nick and I's relationship is there's sometimes every once in a while I'll just get a message out of nowhere. It'll be a screenshot of something that's just insane that is purchasable. And then there's a conversation like, well, I think this is worth it.
How is it not? It's 3,000 meters altitude it achieves.
Humans can't do that, right?
You could fly to work in like 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I already thought about flexing down Meridian. We've already talked about me floating down Meridian, going around the circle, just hovering above people.
Would
coming
you
back.
open up the top so it's like a garage and it would open up and you just
Oh,
come
you have
in?
to. Yeah, and lower
the
yourself
windows?
down.
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be
You
like,
want that roof access.
yeah, we did.
Fucking the whole
for
building
hard.
starts shaking. Oh, Pat's here.
It's like Ursay with his helicopter in Carmel.
Our flooring, puzzle piece flooring all flies apart.
It's got no shot.
That's got no shot.
Indiana's going to make a law so fast.
Well, you got to have air traffic controllers for all you assholes.
Well, anyways, I'm going to be ahead of the game, so I'll know the flight patterns. You know what I mean? I'll be in there early. I know that I have to check in every county. But I can't wait to buy that.
That'll be the new motorcycle.
I can't wait.
People will be one day you just buy that as your kind of your hobby vehicle, right?
How
Weekend
busy
vehicle.
it's going to be in the skies. Got to worry about 737s.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can't
no
wait for being
potholes
on
up there.
Yeah.
Huh?
No
got
potholes up there.
Fucking
Geese,
birds.
though.
Birds
Geese.
are gonna be a real
Oh,
fucking
birds
issue.
are going to be a real issue.
Can't wait till I'm on the ground like, ha, pretty nice down here now.
Oh, you think it's going to open up down here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because all the good drivers are going to probably get all the flight things.
It's gonna be all the pores.
Jesus. I don't know. I think they're very expensive.
Yeah, I would assume.
That's
these
what I'm
are,
saying. All of us, we're gonna be
a
on the
little more
ground.
expensive.
We got to figure out a
than
way to
I
get a
thought.
sponsor to buy one of those for us.
I can't even imagine what they cost.
Do you know?
I think we looked
Yeah, a
into
couple
it.
$1,000s.
Oh,
It's
that's
not outrageous.
Not
How
the
much
ones that
is
go
it?
3,000 meters in the air.
How much is it? I think it was like 300,000, wasn't it?
I didn't think it was that much.
That one has to be at least like
Yeah, that was
300,000.
insane.
I think there was
Yeah.
one like in my head. This is gonna sound so ridiculous because I could be way wrong, but I think like my head's thinking of 319,000 or 259,000 or something like in Price is Right. The first number and
Yep.
the third number is a 9.
The dude who was flying this thing in this video looked like it was born on his feet.
Yeah.
Like that's how impressive it was working for him.
Well, have you ever used those water things where you stand on the water?
Oh
Always
yeah.
wanted to.
With a hose attached to it, although
Yeah, I've done that. The first couple of times it's tough. You go fucking face first into the lake, and I mean it's tough. But I've gotten up a couple of times and really been able to move it. Yeah.
What's the secret?
You just gotta find your balance like a hoverboard.
Gotcha.
Gotta find because as soon as they start shooting, your first reaction is to
Fall forward or fall back.
Yeah, so you just gotta like get a good base and just kind of square it up.
That's what life's about. Find your balance.
Yeah, I think around 250, 300,000.
Yeah, okay. So I was, hey,
There you go.
The price of a fucking nice luxury car.
So what if they would have shipped our friends, our Green Beret friends, into Afghanistan with these instead of horses?
Oh boy.
Can you imagine if the fucking Al Qaeda would have seen those guys coming in on fucking
It makes yourself
boards?
Makes yourself quite a target though up there.
No.
Yeah, but I think they would probably bow to you. They probably think you were gods.
Oh yeah.
So they would just immediately just bow and lower their weapons.
The Americans
Start
got
praying to you.
aliens. If it's how much is it?
250,000.
Worth it.
But like there are other ones. There are other models here. Here's a jetpack.
So I get rid of the Bentley.
This jetpack's $400.
Yeah.
You could buy this tomorrow.
Oh yeah, jetpack.
I mean, I wouldn't be taking flight in a $400 jetpack.
Listen, this is just like the helicopter. This is just like the helicopter.
big one.
You always take the bigger helicopter if it's an option.
I mean, I agree, but I'm just saying there are options out there now that are very affordable.
I don't know if you're being serious.
I am.
Where can you buy that at? For
Where's the heads
$400?
up from you? This is what you're literally supposed to do in our text. Like this is one I feel like.
Well, I wouldn't put you in danger like that. We've talked about
But
this. You
here's
want the
the-
high-end model.
Here's the problem. If it can go 3,000 meters in the sky, I mean, I guess at 3,000 meters you can parachute if you think there's a problem.
Yeah.
Right? But still, say you're going at like 60 feet and it loses power.
Yeah,
is
you're
that
done.
9,000 feet?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
about.
You skydive from 13,000.
You can get Wi-Fi.
Almost.
It's that high.
Almost Wi-Fi. Not till
Oh,
10,000.
you got another 1,000. Yeah.
Why is that?
1,000.
I told you guys I had the staff, the
Mm-hmm.
same flight crew as the We're on an Airplane lady.
Yeah.
Plane still didn't have Wi-Fi. Plane still didn't have Wi-Fi.
Kid probably had it.
But she asked me if I wanted water or anything. I looked her in the face while I was trying to figure out the Wi-Fi, and I was like, this is the lady. This is the We're on an Airplane lady. Flight to Minnesota, same exact thing. I knew it was her. Didn't even ask about the Wi-Fi. Didn't want her to fucking drop a signature line. Didn't even give her the time of day. I need to get one of those, though.
Yeah.
That'd be a good thing to have.
Well, meter's longer than a yard, so it's probably, 3.5 feet. So it's probably up to over 10,000.
Yeah.
It's probably over 10,000 feet.
I believe a meter is 3.3.
Just go up there and watch Netflix.
It is.
Oh, so it's definitely. It's another,
we go.
33?
It's 9,999.
Here's one here. They're made by Zapata.
The shoes?
This is the Flyboard Air. You can go 93 miles an hour top speed.
Fuck.
And you can get up to 5,000 feet in the air
How much?
Jesus.
for 10 minutes. I don't see a price yet. Let
I
me
feel like
keep
10
digging
minutes
here.
is not long enough.
What? I'm getting from home to here for sure.
I'm going to need at least...
Yeah, but you want at least
An
a little
hour.
buffer to know
Yeah.
that you're
like the Tesla.
at the tail end.
Just take a
like
can
the
of gas.
Tesla.
Just
Yeah.
carry 2 cans of gas, one in each arm.
Oh, you think these take gas?
You just fill it
Yeah,
up.
what is
You
the
just
power
unscrew the lid to the gas tank. Pour it
I
in while you're
wouldn't mind somebody else coming over and filling me up in the sky like the airplanes do. Like 5 minutes in, Todd, I need you to meet me over Broadway. Do you have a headset? You have a Bluetooth like
I would
Probably.
think so, yeah.
so I can like Iron Man? Or
You almost have to have like an Iron Man mask, I think, if you're
Yeah.
doing that.
You would have to have an oxygen tank and shit, which that French guy, they have.
Really?
That's part of their uniform for these
For this one
flyboard
even?
fighters. If you get to 10,000 feet, you're not going to be able to breathe very well.
this one
right?
doesn't. It only goes to
5,000.
5,000 meters.
I thought you said meters.
Which
No,
is,
this one said 5,000 feet. I was giving you the English.
Jesus, I was about to say 5,000 meters. We're way up here.
Yeah.
We need to get in one of those fucking that Red Bull guy that jumped out of this thing.
Felix.
But these French guys can go 3,000 meters, so they definitely have some kind of oxygen breathing apparatus,
Have
right?
to, right?
Yeah.
What a fucking way to fight a war.
I don't
That'll be
know.
awesome
I went
whenever they do
skydiving. I went skydiving from 13.
No, because Everest is like 20-something thousand,
that. Oh, is
28,000.
it? So you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, it would be thinner. The air would definitely be thinner.
Get a headache. You
'Cause
get
what's-
higher, the
what's-
whole
Yeah,
travel.
yeah,
You kick a ball up.
What's
it'll go
Denver? Like 5,000-something feet?
for 280.
Mile high.
5,280 feet, and you're going to run every single one of them until you learn not to fumble the ball, Petey. You're killing me.
Okay, so the French guy was on a Zapata craft too, and that is it's 250 grand.
Okay.
The one
we
you
go.
just said?
Yep, that's what it is.
How'd we lose? We lost some altitude. Same price.
Yeah.
I'm doing some research here.
The one I said.
The French
I
are
saw
very
said
skinny
3,000
humans, so-
meters.
They are a
That is
frail
true.
community.
French fries.
Now they were spelling meters METRES, so I don't know if that's more or less than regular meters, but
Of the French system.
So they have a military version that can carry up to 280 pounds, flies at 80 miles an hour, and hits 9,000 feet.
That's the one we're
Yeah.
How much is that one? And do I fit on the other one?
About 250 grand. Everything seems to be around that price. So.
So you definitely take the fucking Navy SEAL one over
I might be able to get you one cheaper.
In the black market.
I got a text from one of my friends this weekend that said he was at a wedding and met someone that has now gave him a website to access the black market. So,
Nice.
On everything?
yeah.
You don't want to access the black market, right?
Why
They
not?
want you to
Because
access
then they
that.
access you.
Well, yeah, that's fine. We're back to the thing where that's fine.
We've learned Diggs is very open to giving up his personal freedoms
Access.
for
He's
For
not worried
some, for
about
some,
it.
some for some
simplicity, we'll say.
Just a little bit more convenience.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do
The
I got
easier
to
they
hide?
make your life, the more of your privacy you're willing to sacrifice.
If they would
basically,
give,
right?
if they would credit card chip you though, you wouldn't have to deal with homeless people asking you for cash all the time.
It's true.
you
That
just,
we have to do. You walk that.
you just
gas
fist
station.
bump them. There's $5, brother.
It's like a Venmo pound.
Probably good.
Well, you used to be able to bump phones and share contacts. You
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah,
That was awesome.
What app was
Used to
that?
rattle.
Yep.
That's what. Did you see the story about the ticks? Talking about
the
getting
weaponized
buried.
ticks.
Yeah, getting buried into the skin here. So the Pentagon actually is ordered now from Congress to tell if it had weaponized ticks and if it ever released them into the public.
What?
What?
How do you weaponize
The
ticks?
government
You give it a
asked the
disease,
government.
probably?
Yeah. On July 11th, the House stealthily, that's what it says there, stealthily decided via voice vote to support an amendment to the 2020 Defense Authorization Bill that would require the Department of Justice to look into weaponized ticks. Basically, the amendment says they shall conduct a review of whether the Department of Defense experimented with ticks and other insects being used as biological weapon between the years of 1950 and 1975.
Wait until the tick Bob Lazar comes out. I was training these ticks.
That's a pretty good idea.
Well, I've seen the circus.
We were
fleets.
making tiny, tiny guns for the ticks.
You guys ever had a tick?
Yeah, they're the
My
worst.
brother did Lyme disease. You
I got one on my dick.
tick on your dick.
Yep.
Wow.
We
How'd
were
you get it
down-
off?
We were down in Nag's
Max
Head. No, we heated up a clothespin or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Not enjoyable.
All right, well, I would think not.
Not enjoyable.
You did what?
Huh? You heat a clothespin.
And put it on your dick?
No, you press it. That's what fucking the heat brings it out.
It like lets go of its grip.
And then
Oh,
you,
it's in your body.
Oh yeah. And then you need like little
What, do you go
needle
pee hole?
like pliers to. No. Just on the outside. I
So they like bury themselves in
I
your
was,
skin.
I was young. I was like 10. We were in Nag's Head. And it's a big horse beach. There's a lot of horses on the beach, so which draws ticks, and you got a tick on the dick.
There's no way.
Swear to God, it's true. 100% true.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tick on a dick is this country song waiting to happen.
Yeah, you gotta burn them
on
off.
the beach with the horses real thick.
Let them run wild.
And then I got a tick on my dick. Chase Rice released a 1-minute song.
Oh, really?
Luke Combs released like a social media song.
Oh, listen.
I did.
It's going to be the new craze.
It's always like, hey, this is an unreleased song. Try this out. It's like an easy way. It's like whenever I was young on Twitter, I would try out joke concepts as tweets. And if it got big, I was like, well, people are going to want to hear more about that. It's like these songs, like that Luke Combs song got over 1 million views in the first like 3 days. He's probably like, well, we should probably finish this song here. We don't have to waste any more time building up songs before releasing them. We'll just test them real quick. It's like a little quick sample.
Yeah.
But you explained this, what?
Pretty
4
long time.
months ago, we spent a good like half hour
That was a good idea.
of a podcast breaking down how this a singer could really benefit from this strategy.
That was a good idea.
And
Honestly.
then next thing you know, boom, popping up everywhere.
All right, boys.
We're big.
This show now.
We're shaping country music.
Tell you
It's
what,
a good idea,
man.
Pat.
I'll call you later. Alcohol you later is something we could have never thought of, but we can think of some things for the country music.
Yeah.
What's that dude's name?
Fucking Mitch Tampanny.
Yep.
Tan Panty?
Yep.
What a name. Coming on to the stage here at the Rodeo, Richard Tan Panty. What's his name?
Mitch.
I like Richard Tampanny a lot.
I do too.
You should think about
Yeah,
it.
something to think about.
Hey, listen, we have pretty good ideas in the country music world here. Richard Tenpenny.
I think you should rethink this.
Mitch Tenpenny. He's a pretty good, couple good songs. Country music, I feel like, is a. I don't want to say a kind genre for songwriters, but I do feel like it is.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's almost like you got like a little word bank, and there's like three words you got to pick, and you just pull 3 of those from the word bank, and then you got your
Truck.
song right there. Truck, beer, beach.
Yeah.
Old Town Road. That's country music royalty. Right? And you put Billy Ray Cyrus on something, it's going to be a hit.
Oh yeah.
Country
He only
music.
knows
Except for
hits.
his songs.
He only has
bro,
one.
Yeah,
Before that
that's
one.
what I'm saying.
It's,
One.
everyone's a his. It's batting 1,000.
Why
He
would
didn't
you-
put out. He didn't put
It's a
like
legend.
he didn't put an album out. He just put out one song and then quit.
Yep. That was it.
You're saying he
Just
never
one
tried
song.
again?
I ain't never heard of another album.
Top thumping,
one
bro.
He was a one and done. he won the contest.
How many bad songs do you think Billy Ray Cyrus put out?
Tons, right?
I don't think I've heard any of them, which is good for him.
Yeah.
But he just didn't like show up and have that song. And when he got to Nashville, I was like, "You guys been waiting on this."
Nashville sounds like a tough place, by the way. Mm-hmm. A lot of talent there. You walk into any of them honky tonks at any given
Lot
time.
of talent.
There's a fucking incredibly talented human being up there on stage giving his all.
All of them. You're like, that
her
person
all.
could be on the radio right now.
I'm like, is this the voice?
Every single one.
Billy Ray's
They're
put
pub-
out an album almost every other year.
What?
Jesus.
No, he
He's got
hasn't.
quite the discography here.
Does he have a Christmas album? I think I saw somewhere that he released a Christmas album one
He
year.
will if he doesn't yet, by the
I
way.
hope
Santa Claus
so.
to 4, 6, or 2.0.
He's been going strong for the past 20 years. Just ain't nobody listening.
He
How many
keeps swinging.
downloads?
Hey, he keeps
He's
swinging.
got the biggest song in the world. In the history of the world, he has the biggest song in history.
I mean, Achy Breaky Heart has 39 million streams.
Yeah, there you go.
it's not a lot.
Okay.
Butterfly Fly Away has 49 million.
Hit that. It has more than Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah.
That was pretty deep. Dude.
I'll tell you what, Billy Ray.
Just like Billy's lyrics.
Billy.
You should probably hang it up, huh?
Yeah,
Downtown
that's
Road?
yikes.
No. Not that was bad. No. I'm just saying, let's go out on top here.
Smart.
You know what I mean?
You've
I
had
had
two.
no idea he had 45 songs or albums come out since Achy Breaky Heart.
It's literally almost every other year he puts an album out.
All like that, probably. What happened?
2011, he put out 2.
Jesus.
Feeling great that year.
I don't know. It didn't take very long to write them.
Jesus.
Good for Billy Ray, man. I don't know. Did you see this? The school superintendent that was testing these faculty and students out for their readiness in active shooters situations.
No.
Oh,
That's hilarious. Like he was thinking like he was like, well, if they know what's coming, we plan it out, then that's not a real true test of how ready they are. So he put a janitor in a mask without telling anybody and a fake gun and had to come bang on the doors and try to break into classrooms, just running down the hall. Fucking freaked everybody out. They thought it was real.
wait! I thought he was actually shooting people too, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it was like a cap type gun or
Airsoft.
something.
I
Yeah,
thought it
we
was
go
an
pop, pop, pop.
That
Maybe
was
I
a story at one point, yes. They did the
Yeah.
airsoft thing.
Where they were shooting at people.
But that was a couple months ago.
See, that's not what you're referring to.
No, this is an air one.
You know what? How did they react?
They
Did
freaked
anybody
the fuck
pull
out.
Any teacher pull out a gun and just fucking?
That's exactly what I thought. There has to be a school somewhere where
They got their bucket of
one
rocks out of the
or more
closet, just like chucking
teachers-
rocks.
You
I think
remember
you got some fucking PE teachers that are.
You're not
fucking
pulling this off in
strapped. They're
Texas.
strapped.
You're not pulling this off in
No,
Texas.
you get your
Everyone.
fucking head blown off.
Where was this at?
This was in Central California.
Yeah, you're fine there. You're not even allowed to have
Yeah.
guns in California.
That's true.
You can run a fake school shooting. That's a wild scene.
Jesus.
There's no way he got away with that without.
No,
he got
I'm
fired
sure he got
for
fired.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just I mean,
His heart was in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, his theory is sound. There's no doubt. That's the best way.
That'd be
for-
called soft corruption.
The best way to know how they react in a real life situation is to make them believe it's real life. That's
Correct.
For sure.
This is like when Dwight does the fake fire drill in the
Yes.
office. Exact same situation.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they reacted the exact same way.
And there's always.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure?
And you don't want to be that teacher that's a coward, like starts throwing kids in front of them and shit. You know what I mean? Like get caught that way.
Pissed
You don't
on your
want that
leg.
to happen.
Did you see how Mr. Smith acted?
He used me as a human shield.
Bro, he yelled and hit the window. He was gone. What about you find out one teacher is just like, Just shoot me. Hey, we should get.
I hate these fucking kids.
We should get Janet checked out.
It's all on camera too. Obviously, they're watching the film afterwards. Like, that's what happened here. I was just thinking maybe that would be a good way to go out.
When I was undercover, they asked me and another guy to just see how far we could get into each school in the county. So we went down to each county school there in Shelby County, and I would just pull up, park, go in the front or the side door, and to see where I could go in the school before someone would stop me and like ask me what's going on and walk me to the office. That's your school policy, is right away get that person and walk them. This was early on though in active shooter days.
Yep,
so
still creepy though.
Oh yeah, I would go in there.
So you got pretty far.
I would walk right into classrooms and I would like look around and the class would stop and the teacher would stop and look at me and I would just walk out like I wasn't finding who I was looking for. I would go all the way through these schools. There was one school where a math teacher who was a wrestling coach like stopped me real quick and like
What the
took
fuck
me to
are
the
you
office.
doing?
He's like, hey, what you need? And I was like, oh, I'm looking for somebody. What are you looking for? And I was like, Michael somebody? He's like, oh, yeah, let's go to the office. And he just, But other than that, man, I was just, it was incredible how far you could get.
Plum High School made me check in at the office. I came back at one point, and there I was, Mr. Nonnenberg. For some reason, he wanted me to come in during the school day or whatever. Something happened, and I was already gone. And I came back. He was like, check in at the office. So I go to the office. And they treated me as if I was like a school shooter. It's like, I'm here to see Mr. Nonnenberg. They're like, oh, he didn't say anybody was coming. I was like, I don't know. He literally just told me to stop here. And they're like, why don't you have a seat right over there? And you could tell them, like, telling other people, like, keep an eye on that fucking It was awesome. I appreciate that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I thought I was going to be able to walk right in and just go right down there. I really thought that was going to happen. Turns out, I guess,
Well, you could. Like when we were in high school, you could do that.
Yes, you
just
could.
walk around.
Yeah. It was literally from, I think, what year was Columbine?
Like
Anyone off the top of their head?
98, maybe? Or
Yeah,
99.
so like I went to high school in 2000 was my freshman year. So it was like you started to see that transition from where it was like you could almost do whatever you wanted as a kid, and then by the time you were a senior in our high school, at least, you were stripped. You couldn't do anything. Like you had to have a pass for everything. You weren't allowed to have a backpack anymore. You couldn't carry a water bottle around in the hallway. You couldn't wear flip flops anymore. You couldn't do all this shit. And it was
I
all
remember the backpack ban. That came out of nowhere.
That's crazy.
old students used to come back in, see teachers all the time. That shit stopped. You had to come back in. You had to sign in, which is, I mean, right. You should have
Smart,
to do that, but
hindsight.
it was crazy to see that transition happen while we were in school.
Bullies like Nick would go knock books out of people's hands.
Only my friends.
Did you guys have active
I only
shooter
bullied my
drills?
friends.
No.
When you were still?
Nah,
No.
we did.
You were before that?
Zito, you did, right? Or you had gang
Bailey,
shooting
you
drills?
did,
Yeah,
right?
we had gang shootings. Like
Yeah, you had the
drive-bys.
drive-by drills.
Yeah, you had to like tuck behind like stone.
Yeah.
What, you guys just had rocks in your classroom? Or?
No, like the walls. They had like every wall in our rooms were built with like 3-foot stone. Just in case it was like a shooting.
I would make my ringtone on my phone the hydraulic sound of a car, and I would keep playing that in your school, and everybody would dive on the floor immediately, thinking that a drive-by was about to happen.
Just with a fucking like a megaphone.
Foxy
Foxy,
Jew?
you had to.
Yeah, we had lockdown drills, and then also by my senior year, all the doors in the high school would be locked from the outside. So you had to press a button that had a camera to an intercom system. They'd be like, "Why are you here?"
Really?
And then you'd tell them, and then you'd get in.
It
Yeah.
is scary to think of that shit.
I think all schools are locked from the outside now. Like
We
you
used to
can't
have a
just
lot
walk
of
in
bomb
without being
threats. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Almost every day.
That was the hot thing when we
There
were,
was a run there where it felt like there was one
Every
either
day.
every day or every other day.
Did they evacuate school?
Oh yeah,
every
all
time?
right out to the football field. Everybody, please exit the building. And I don't know if they ever said it was a bomb threat or they just said it
Well,
was.
yeah, they did sometimes, but like it happened so many times, it just became trivial.
Okay,
No one
we're
took
gonna
it
go hang
seriously.
out with our friends out in the fucking
Yeah.
football field. Hey, sixth period teacher, this class is fucking over. I'm gonna go over here.
Kid wouldn't study for a test, calling a bomb threat. I mean, it was
absurd.
Every
Great
day.
out. I assume
They started getting in trouble. They started finding.
I was about to say, I
out.
assume they started catching people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know if they ever caught any of them.
Does the FBI get involved in it?
Yes.
at all?
Nowadays, probably. Back then, it was honestly common occurrence. That was a hilarious memory you just brought up right there.
Yeah, no joke. Like probably once every 2 weeks, at least once a month, it would happen, and we would have to evacuate. Everyone go outside.
I'll never forget the announcement they made for people not to do it. Like, it is illegal. They got to the point where they like stopped fighting and they were like,
pleading with us.
please, God, listen, kids, just fucking skip school. You don't have to call in a bomb threat every time there's a fucking test that you didn't study for. I wonder if this correlated with one particular teacher. If they could have like probably dialed that in. Like, I wonder if any teacher was like, you know what? It seems if it's this class right here, we can narrow this down to these 30 kids. And if I had to guess, it's that fucking kid. Check his phone. Check his phone.
We had, I think the FBI was involved in one, but because the bomb threat was in Tennessee at the courthouse, at some county courthouse in Tennessee. So I called our group to track the phone down because the phone was pinging in Indianapolis. So we go out and track it down, but the FBI was involved for, I think, because it crossed state lines or whatever. And then we go and find the phone, find the guy or whatever, and it was a dude that was due to take a piss test for his community corrections officer, whatever, his probation officer, meant to call the county courthouse in Indiana where he was going to have to show up and take his piss test, called a bomb threat, so he would have an excuse for not pissing. He accidentally called the same county in Tennessee. Ended up getting locked up over it.
Oh, man. Was this because the failed drug test? I was starting to think that county didn't really take it seriously. Still had to go in there and take a test. Like, these motherfuckers would take piss through anything.
Shit.
The old days, man.
I don't know what they would do in my day.
My friend Chris and I, the superintendent lived in the neighborhood across the street from his neighborhood, and it was really cold, and we had a test for something, and we thought it would be smart. We went and dumped water on his
Sidewalk.
driveway and sidewalk, because we thought in the morning he'd wake up and go for a walk, and he'd slip and fall on it.
Like it was fucking Home Alone.
And then he would, and then we
Dicey out.
2-hour delay.
Schools off.
Schools are slippy at.
We thought he would like schedule a 2-hour delay.
Genius idea, to be honest.
Bro, I don't think we've ever felt smarter. We're going to call everybody too and let them know, like, you're welcome. Hey, you are welcome for this 2-hour delay. This was fucking night ops, bro. We went in there with a cooler of water. I think we got the neighbor.
You should have just stood on his roof in front of his bedroom window with like a bucket full of oats and just started sprinkling the smell.
It did not get delayed. By the way.
That is a genius fucking idea, though.
Yeah.
We did the due diligence, like, who decides? Okay, we need to know who makes the fucking decision on whether or not we had to.
We need answers.
We need answers. Everyone's like, superintendent, superintendent. And then the conversation led somewhere like, he lives right over there. It's like, you think what I'm thinking? Mm-hmm. Let's go dump water so it freezes. Yep. Because the storm was supposed to come, but you can never bank on it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So we decided to help it out a little bit. I would love to see somebody go out in front, like fucking neighbor.
Next door neighbor breaks his tailbone.
There's no ice anywhere else. Don't try that. It didn't work. Jesus.
We miss school all the time. They got to make them up now, right? I don't think back in my day, if you missed school,
Yeah, you gotta make them up.
it up.
Yeah, you gotta
I
make
didn't miss school.
Yeah, they weren't really teaching you anything. That's
I
what
know.
really mattered.
Well, they're
dude.
like, none of this
Back
is
in
going to
the
be
day.
true anyway by the time you go to the workforce.
I wish now Todd could go visit high school. Todd, just be like, bro, you're a ridiculous individual, but just wait. Everything you're learning right now, it's a complete lie.
It's all wrong.
Tell your teacher right now, everything's wrong.
That's what he did the Bailey.
Billy, get out of school, dude. I think it was a good move, Bill.
Yeah, worked out.
Mm-hmm. Anything? Scared shitless.
So the best part's that Todd and I went to the same high school. So there's actually multiple teachers that are left over from when he went to school.
No way.
Yeah, and I mean they're all fucking old bags. It's ridiculous. But they
Jesus.
read the name McComas, and it struck fear into everyone.
Dude, teachers fucking hated me.
That's like me and Jay. People had my brother, and then I came in right afterwards.
Oh, great. Another McAfee.
Oh, and then it just ruined everything. Teachers hated you, Todd?
Oh yeah, I was a dude. I was not a good kid. I was like, I wasn't out committing crimes or anything, but I would come in reeking of alcohol. Like literally had a teacher
Not breaking any laws. not breaking.
I mean, I wasn't going to bombs or anything. Right?
I literally had a teacher like stop class and be like, Mr. McComas, meet me out in the hallway. And I went out there and he goes, you just reek of alcohol. You could have like skipped 2 periods, took a shower, whatever. It's like, you're going to have to go home. So he just sent me home. And that was it. I got to come back the next day. I'm like,
Those are the
fucking
good old
school
days.
is so
Those are the good
different.
You went home and drink
You
after
go
the
to
Oh,
jail.
yeah.
How long would you go to jail for now?
Oh,
You get like possession.
Spend the
they
night
would
at
have
least.
called in a cop to PBT
least.
me. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
How was Jay in school?
Quiet.
Good answer, Diggs. I think he was good too. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is I was very different. They liked Jay a lot more than they liked me. Sound like my parents.
Now you mentioned it, Billy. I had teachers that my dad had when he was younger. There was
Really?
like 2 or 3 of them. Yeah.
How about that, old Frankie boy? Fucking
And-
jackpot winner on a slot machines.
Yeah.
Crushes it. Well, I mean, he was a ping pong champion in high school.
Was he?
Oh,
He quit the football team the year they won states, so that was good.
you want the plum?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a plum.
Oh yeah.
Plum lifer.
I didn't know that. That ping pong tournament in high school, by the way, big deal.
Oh yeah.
Big deal, the Plum High School ping pong tournament.
You guys
A
had
lot
a
of ping pong
tournament.
players in that school.
Ping pong tournament. Oh, yeah.
We used to play every single day of the summer, like ping pong every single fucking.
If you have a friend who has a ping pong table and there's really nothing else to do, it's like, oh, this is a quick little game that we could play. That's
That's all
kinda
we did
interesting.
was play fucking ping pong.
I wish we would have done tennis because it's like ping pong but bigger.
Yeah, but it's harder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does Big Frank still ping around?
No.
You
Too
tell-
busy working, man.
We put a paddle in that man's hand. He still got it or no?
I don't think so.
I'm sure.
I think it's like
bet
a
it'll
bike.
come back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think
don't
ping
know.
pong's like a bike.
He's pretty old now.
Come on.
You
He's
give him
listening.
like
He's
2
so
days.
My fucking kid.
Can we say how much he won on the slot machine?
Yeah. 10K?
He won.
$9,999.
No, I mean he already had to pay when he pulled it out, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It's taxed right there at the casino.
Yeah, so my parents are notorious gamblers. They love going to casinos, and my dad refuses to go to the casino in Pittsburgh, the Rivers, because he thinks they're crooks and they don't pay out there, which he might be right.
I would argue he is
Yeah, they
potentially not
They
a lot of
don't pay
happy
out.
not a lot of happy people walking out of that
No.
casino.
So, and my dad works 6, if not 7 days a week. So when he gets to enjoy himself and take some time, he likes to go up to upstate New York. There's this place called Salamanca, and there's a casino there that he loves. So they go up there all the time. And it was like 2 weeks ago, or it was the 4th of July actually, because I was going to go home for the 4th of July, but I didn't because my parents were away. And
Gambling.
Yes, away gambling. But he ends up winning 10
Winning,
grand.
not
so-
gambling. I'm sorry. Investing in themselves.
And then they just told me again that they just got free night stay to the Baha Mar, which was the resort we were in the Bahamas.
Fucking love them.
Due to
Maroons.
gambling.
I love the Maroons.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And for those that don't know, Nick's parents look as if they're like 25 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like a pretty cool couple whenever they come to town. And just to hear these legendary tales of them driving out of state to go gamble and then win, it's like they're robbing other states and coming back home. I fucking love it.
I feel like they win a lot from your
Yeah.
stories.
Oh, I think they gamble a lot. And I think you only hear about the wins.
That's all I
but
wanna hear about.
the frequency does seem to be pretty good for them.
Yeah.
It's something they can do. I enjoy that. Not a lot of things for people to do that they love.
True.
Fuck, you want to drive a couple states over? Heard it's a loose casino. I enjoy your
And it's totally a gambling trip every time? Or do they mix it up
Yeah.
doing
I mean,
other
they'll do
shit?
some spa stuff or lay by the pool or something like that. But the primary goal there is to take money from that casino.
Wow.
And slots. They don't do anything really but slots. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know why they enjoy it
makes
so much,
the
but they
dollar
do it.
last longer.
What construction?
Yeah, he's a cement finisher. Concrete.
it down.
Driveways, sidewalks.
Italian.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, there's been a few bodies in that concrete.
You know, in the early days of what's the business name?
FM Meraldo
Yeah,
Concrete.
in the early days of FM Meraldo Concrete, there have been some bodies.
Maybe when my grandpa was still around, they used to work there. My grandpa was a G like that. He might
really?
he might have laid some orders out like that.
You know what I like? It's FM Meraldo.
Yeah.
For Frank Meraldo.
No, his middle name's Michael.
Frank Michael Meraldo.
Mm-hmm.
What a name.
Wow.
Because I thought this was like a J.R. Ross thing. I said, J.R. Smith and I are friends, I think. He comments on my Instagram. Or I said, J.R. has been commenting on my things. And Zito looks me in the straight face and goes, you think it's him? I'm like, yeah, I think it's him. He goes, okay. And then 2 minutes later, he goes, oh, you're talking J.R. Smith. I thought you were talking J.R. Ross.
It's on it, right?
It's good old J.R., bro.
You didn't want to take it in the family trade?
No, bro. That's like, well, Pat will always make fun of me for going to college and getting the degrees and all that. But like my alternatives growing up were go to school or work with my dad. And I spent a few summers doing that. And fuck that, man. It's just backbreaking labor in the heat of summertime. I don't know how or why he's still doing it.
Joe Rogan had an entire take about you.
Let's hear it.
He said that he thinks that the aliens could potentially be the human bodies in like 1,000 years from now when nobody does any more labor and their bodies lose all the muscle and they just keep the same size head, but the bodies get tiny because there's no need to do any labor. So they just rely on technology for everything.
He's right.
Makes sense.
Scrawny.
By the way, just for future reference, I would never do what your dad does, ever.
No,
There's
it's
no way.
miserable.
Laying Creed ain't easy.
I mean, he's fortunate enough now where he's at the point where he can hire people to labor and form and everything for him, and he just goes and finishes. But he still does a lot of the shit hands on himself too. So it's like,
You just want to go to diner and lay some asphalt down or put some concrete down.
yeah, like his knees are all busted up from it. You know,
Our fathers, man. Better men
Yeah.
than we are.
They are
absolutely.
They art in heaven.
Those generations were tough.
Hallowed be their name.
Kingdom come
That will be done
on earth.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread. And
Fuck.
forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. Rise of kingdom, power, glory forever. Amen. Let's go get a win.
Let's go.
That's the prayer before.
Yep.
That's a prayer before a game.
That was a different ending than the one I know.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think King James had that ending.
Yeah, he did. That's the
I don't know if I'm right. I just
No, that's right.
I hear other people pray.
Oh
that.
yeah. That's the one that I knew.
Let's take a knee.
Pray not for winning, because God willing we shall.
Let's take a knee. That was Ramito. Yeah. That was Ramito's speech, high school football.
Pray not for winning, because God willing we shall.
I think I might be the only human that pays attention to those as like it's a sin. All the way through
You're
high
a good
school.
lyrics guy, man.
All the way through high school, college, and the NFL. I would just look around while people doing it. I'd be like, oh, that guy doesn't fucking know it. And he's participating, but not really. I mean, he's doing like the fucking choir thing that Nick did. He just stood back there and mouthed it.
Yep.
But he got his eyes closed, so him and God are saying something.
They're flushing meth in Alabama, by the way.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
so you know.
Gators.
Don't do it.
Meth Gators, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Meth gators.
That's a
Detention
scare
ponds.
tactic.
Maybe.
To not
Makes
dump
sense,
your
though.
drugs whenever you're about to get arrested.
Yeah.
Hey, if the cops are about raiding your trailer, do not dump it down the fucking toilet anymore, please. Just take the arrest because we got meth gators. That's
Save
when
the
people are
meth.
dumping the drugs, right? Whenever they're about to get
Yes.
arrested.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! Throw a couch in front of me.
Or eat, no. We had an informant that went bad on us, and I was during the wiretap, so we could hear him. He didn't
Hey,
know.
I'm wired.
Yeah, like he knows. Well, he didn't know we had a wiretap, but he knew that he was working for us against the people we were wiretapping.
Yeah.
And we don't tell him there's a wiretap, obviously. But he goes like bad on us, and he goes to pick up his own dope to go resell. So he goes picks up a half ounce of meth.
While wearing a wiretap?
Yeah, well, he didn't know that the other people were wiretapped. He knew he was working for us and making buys on these people. So we have him go infiltrate for us, and he starts making buys. We document it and everything, and then we use that to spin up on a wiretap on those people. So he didn't know the wiretap was happening.
Dumb.
So the wire was just somewhere in their house, or
No, you just wiretap their phones.
Oh, and you just
Yeah, so he calls them, not knowing there's a wiretap, and he's supposed to be working for us, and he starts working deals to start, becoming a dealer under them.
I got these fucking asshole cops. This little small guy looks like he's meth out of his fucking mind.
So he goes,
Todd.
he goes and buys a half ounce of meth, and we're like, this motherfucker. So we set up surveillance, and we're like, when he leaves, we're going to follow him off and just pop him and arrest him. So he does, and we end up in a chase or whatever, and we can't find the fucking half ounce of meth, but we know he picked it up, right? So, because we heard him. And finally, he's like, "Oh yeah, I fucking ate it. I swallowed it." We're like, "We swallowed the whole baggie. It's like a big golf ball size amount of meth." And he's like, "Yeah." And we're like, "You fucking idiot! You're gonna die. Like when your stomach acid eats through that baggie, you're dead." So we had to take him to the hospital, and he wouldn't agree to like have them try to scope it out.
Yeah.
Like go in with this device and clamp it. So we had to get a court order to fucking put him under against his will so that we could get this out of his fucking stomach surgically.
You did a lot for this guy. You could have just let him die.
I know, but it's a lot of paperwork with
Lock up a dead body, a dead informant.
Yeah. That's even worse.
The locked up abroad. The swallowing was always the move. That's why they
They
do
shit it out.
That's why you have to do the stand pose at the airport now, because that scans your body to make sure you don't have any inside you, right? Isn't that what it does?
because you can just go shit it out.
Yeah, people used to put them in little balloons, I guess,
Yep.
and then they would like oil them up and swallow them.
That
Yeah.
thing sees your digestive system?
What's that?
That thing sees your digestive system?
Well,
it's
it's
your
if
whole
it's small enough for you to shit, it leaves your body before it eats through the baggie.
No, he's
be
talking about
funny.
the scanner. What does that scanner
Oh.
do? Does that get inside?
I thought it just scanned for
I thought it was
metal.
for explosives and shit.
You walked
Yeah.
out, I was like, yo, big shit coming out soon.
I didn't think it was getting your organs.
Yeah, because I think your dick.
bet
They
it
see your
does.
dick. I think that was
What?
like the big thing is they see your dick.
Yeah, because you have to tell them if you have any kind of implants in your body and stuff.
I think it's an X-ray.
Have you looked at the picture when you get out of it?
No, all it is just an outline, and
It's
then
like a-
I always get stopped.
That picture is different from the one the person sitting behind
Oh,
the
gotcha.
screen sees. There's like a little monitor that you can see that like
Yeah.
it kind of pinpoints an
just
area on your body
glows.
where something might be. Yeah.
They always want to check my lower back. I don't know what in the fuck shows
Tramp
up on that
stamp.
thing, but they always make me turn around and check right there.
Tramp stamp. This guy. Let's make sure everybody knows that this guy has a tattoo on his lower. My right quad.
Here we go.
Every single time I go through, it gets stopped. Never ever fails. Ever fails. It's awesome. It's
I
kind of
wonder
like,
what it is that shows up.
I mean, it's not every time, but it is like 90% of the time I have to stop.
Yeah.
Probably because yours is big. Todd just got something stuck up his ass. So that's probably
Probably.
What about Todd?
I always get stopped from my right, like my heart.
Do you think it's because it is like it's larger? So you think that it's like because it's a bundle? They're like, there's something in that fucking leg.
Maybe.
Yeah,
What a compliment.
probably.
So when I start getting stopped, I gotta. And when I stop getting stopped, I gotta start working out a little bit more.
Makes sense. Probably why they check his torso.
So it's like Goodell with. Oh,
Well, he always has like
oh
a
Jesus!
series of hot dogs that aren't digested yet. So it looks like he's got something waiting in there.
It's like a compliment. That they're stopping easy.
Yeah, I think so.
So that thing, I don't know. Then that makes me wonder because I always thought I couldn't swallow meth and travel with it.
It looks like there are two. There are some that have X-ray scanners. The most typical ones are the millimeter wave scanners, which are the like full body, put your hands above your head, and I mean they get like pretty raw images of your body
Oh yeah, you can see
externally. But like you could see someone's dick
you
for
what.
sure.
Go on,
So-
turn that around.
No, that was a big deal. People were like,
Definitely
I don't want
jerk
them
it to
seeing
those.
our dicks.
So they know if
High
you're
five?
erect or not.
Yeah,
I would assume so.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
but there are some that do X-rays as well, which seems weird to me that they don't warn you before you go in there because
I think they do. I think there's a little sign.
Yeah, it's minimal.
Nah, there probably
It's
is.
minimal.
Yeah.
It might be on like I don't know. Yeah, I
So
think
I
it's-
do at the dentist, the X-ray, I have to wear the lead vest.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just.
So that's more
Oh, and
powerful
how about
an X-ray.
how annoying is that thing you got to chew on?
Oh, the worst.
I can't do it. I'm tough.
It goes like all the way back down in your throat.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever had to get the molds made?
oh
That's terrible. Where they put like the putty in
And
your
it
mouth.
dries in
yeah,
your
and you just
mouth.
have to breathe out of your nose for
that
like
sounds-
3
I
minutes.
threw up
Horrible.
one time.
Oh
when we were
yeah,
doing it 'cause I
gag
gagged
every
so
single
bad.
time.
I don't like spitting in the straw.
Diggs,
either.
you knew a guy who
What?
someone passed away,
When
right?
they do the suction, and then at the end they'll be like, "All right, close your mouth and then spit." You
Oh,
get the
yeah.
last bit out of it.
And it
It's
always-
the worst. Oh,
It always sticks to my tongue.
yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was though.
I think it was someone who went to Duquesne. Someone was getting a procedure done and they swallowed
I
a
played
cotton
football.
ball
I played football with them. Yeah.
and they died.
From a cotton
These
ball.
things are the
Yeah.
worst. I knew it.
They were not
Pull
paying
that up from
attention.
the past.
They like left the room or something in a cotton ball while he was under.
And he
Like
just
you
like
said.
gagged
Oh,
on it.
Jesus
To
Christ.
death. Jeez.
While I'm out of it,
Huh? While he was under, yeah.
I mean, that's a
You gotta
malpractice
watch-
lawsuit just
Yeah.
waiting to happen.
I feel like you gotta send somebody over that person the whole time they're out. You have shit in their mouth.
hey, just want to let you know that this little practice here is not mine. Killed my kid with a cotton swab. I don't mind the laughing gas, by the way.
Nah, I like that.
It's a good time.
Hike it up. Can't go in there dehydrated though. You'll leave with a bad headache.
I've never actually had the gas. I've only gotten the intravenous.
Oh no, the gas is awesome.
Yeah.
They just straight through the nose.
Oh.
They plug it in like it's a gas mask right into your nose though. They hype that thing all the way up too. It's like sounds like a fucking jet plane's taking off.
It's probably pretty harmless, right? Like if you kept a tank around at your house and you gave it to yourself.
Those are whippets.
Doesn't it,
Yeah.
doesn't it,
Ask
like,
Steve-O.
go away?
Ask Steve-O how fucking.
I know whippets are bad for you.
Well, I think it's the same thing.
The nitrous in the balloon.
Is that? Yeah, I think it is, right?
Yeah, but they weren't. Wasn't he also doing the huffing shit too?
He's doing a whole lot of
No,
stuff.
but I'm saying whippets though. That is
Yeah,
what
I
whippets
believe
is, right?
that's the same thing.
People were
It's
doing
helium, right?
no.
Whippets
No,
or is it
helium.
nitrous?
No.
Helium
Nitrous.
just changes your voice.
They were doing it on the fucking. People were doing it on like whipped cream bottles, right?
Yeah.
I never got into that. I'm pretty happy I didn't.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Those the people that were doing that were always very intriguing to me. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You're doing what with a fucking whipped cream?
It's a slippery slope too, because then it comes with like they do like the computer duster stuff, like and it
Oh yeah,
just-
that's a
yeah
The upside down?
Yeah, exactly.
I
Which
feel like there's
I-
other shit in there. though.
I
it's-
think
that's
so.
not a healthy way.
No,
yeah.
no.
that just didn't seem like a desirable drug for me. But people were doing it there for a while.
Pretty fun.
The laughing gas is the happy gas at the dentist. I enjoy. I have a good time with it. But they got to keep shooting it in you because it goes out so quick. And I think that's what happens with the people that do the whippets is they have to do so much.
Right.
Because it's so quick. There's that one picture, right? Isn't there a picture that got out of Steve-O?
Oh, dude, they're just.
Well, he did that
hundreds of them on
documentary.
the floor.
There's
Yeah.
a documentary, and he's on it,
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
on
just
YouTube.
so fucked up on it. His voice is all crazy, and it's disturbing
There's
to watch.
hundreds. He bought a machine that made him doing it very easy. Like he would just fucking rip them after cartridge after cartridge after cartridge.
Yeah, the little metal cartridges. Right?
Yeah, they look like the ones that you used to put in your paintball gun if you had a cheap paintball gun.
But he's all right now. He's doing the ball cup challenge with his dick. So.
Saw that.
That's nice.
Good for him.
He has a giant dick.
What was that?
He has a giant dick.
You seen it?
Oh, I only know because he has this thing he does on stage. He used to. And his stand-up's probably progressed since then. But he would do this thing where he would pull down his pants and he had like kind of bikini brief things on, and he would swing his dick up like an elephant fucking trunk with it. He would like.
No, yeah, I've
squeeze
seen Wild Boys.
Part of his stand-up, yeah. And you're like, okay. It's only one reason for you to do that because obviously you're going to fucking attract a crowd to your fucking trailer after the fucking gig.
Well, and that was
Or
one of his
your
problems,
bus.
right?
Yeah.
He was a sex addict or whatever?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I'm like, there's only one reason to put that into your stand-up act. Just, I'm going to show everybody how big my dick is right now. Like, fucking,
Maybe get a 21-year state police detective.
yeah, I had a friend that used to tour with him, and I guess it was pretty fun until he went celibate, and then he made my friend leave the tour. He couldn't tour with him anymore because my friend got the girls liked him, and he's like, dude, I can't. You bring these swarms of girls around, and it's too much temptation. I'm trying to be celibate. It's my new life now, and you're fucking it all up. So he fired him.
I don't mean to laugh because it's incredibly sad, but that is an
It was
awful
weird.
situation.
Well, it was part of the reason he hired him to be
Yeah.
his opener was because he was good at getting chicks around after the show, and then he gets fired for the same reason.
People say the same reason they love you will be the same reason they hate you.
True.
That's right.
Very true.
Good for Steve-O, by the way. I feel like he's really turned his whole thing around.
Yeah,
Good for him.
I hear his show's really good now too.
It has to be. I mean, I'm just hearing a couple stories about him. I'd love to hear more.
He did this incredible circus trick because he was like raised in the circus, and he did this drink with it. He would put it between his feet, I think, and then he was like, I can't touch it with my hands. And he would get on top. You have to set a table on the stage. And he would do all this fucking contortionist shit, and then he would get it to the point where, like, with his feet, he's drinking out of the glass without spilling, and then sets it back down. Jeez. It was pretty cool. Like,
So it's
that
like
was a
America's
fucking cool
Got
trick.
Talent.
Yes.
That'd be awesome to see. Did he spill it ever?
No.
It's like Red Panda.
Yeah.
We need her in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will.
By the way, gonna have to be
Yeah.
Yep. Appetizer plates.
We'll take it on the road.
Some more height.
Roof access.
it's inside baseball. It's inside baseball.
You posted something about a new position. You tweeted out.
Oh yeah, we're looking for a chef.
Getting a good response on that.
Have got a pretty good
A
response.
lot of chefs out there interested in that. I never thought about it. Probably a pretty cool gig.
I would
for a
assume, right?
chef.
What do? You work at restaurants or you work
Yeah.
private, right? That's kind of
Yeah.
what chefs do. That's we're finding out.
Private chef.
A lot of chefs we've been talking to. Think about getting a personal chef. Can't wait for it. Excited for it. Gonna see how we dig into it. Gonna try to get in shape here at the old age of 32. If I could be in the best shape of my life at 32, that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I was in my favorites. That's where I put stuff for like a potential Throwback Thursday, and I never used to do it. So I went into my favorites, and there was like 4 photos in there, and one of them was a 4 photos and a video, and it was from way back. And I saw a video of me in 2014. I was doing like this little mini dunk thing, and I was basically in like tights and shorts. It was from the locker room. Somebody else was filming, and they sent it to me, and I was fucking yoked. And I had like an 8-pack, and I was like this animal of a man. And I was like, oh, it'd be good to look like that. 5 years ago, like I was looking through it. I was like, all right, what do I want to post? And then that popped up, and I was like, oh my God, I looked like that at one point. Good for me, dude. And it took a little bit to load. That's on, how long ago it was. I don't know if the body can do that anymore, but
That's like the worst is when you look like that, you don't appreciate or realize that you look like
that
that.
would have been cool to maybe like be at one point. Hey, remember that you can do this at some point, and maybe stick with it. By the way, maybe don't chug 30 beers the first week of the season. Unbelievable. But I think it's gonna be that'll be a fun little experience.
Well, we would all just definitely eat better. It's so easy when you're just ordering food in just to order shit.
Yep.
Because I always think, okay, what's going to be good like 25 minutes after it was cooked? You know what I mean? So that kind of limits what kind of food you order.
Pizza is
A lot of wings, a lot of pizza.
Yeah, a lot of wings, a lot of pizza.
and that's not great for you, I guess.
No, it's not. I'm by far in the worst shape of my life. So it's we got
There's a few of us there.
both ends of the plane covered.
Let's flip that around.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Healthy office.
But I would also like.
Keto menu.
I would like our. I don't want to get into the meth group whenever we're doing weight loss challenges.
No.
Zito's already getting angry, so
Come on.
you are.
No,
You
I'm
were
not.
You're a little
on edge
snippy.
today. You're a little snippy today.
I don't know what that
noticed.
means.
You yelled at me to start the show.
Before that, I mean,
I
all
just
day.
said I was right.
He was on edge all day.
You
feel
have
like you
been.
were.
I've been on corner, if anything.
Jesus
2 edges?
Christ.
I agree. You've been on the chip on both edges.
Idiot. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Send Zito some encouragement. He's not losing weight. I'm just telling you right now. Yeah, you're probably heavier than when you announced that you were going to start losing weight for the wedding.
I think he looks smaller.
Yeah, my neck size has gone
No, he's
down
buying
2
bigger
inches.
shirts. That's all he's doing. He just keeps buying bigger shirts. He's
I
in a
haven't been able
5X
to fit
right
in
now.
this shirt in 5 months.
Oh yeah.
And look at me now.
Oh, okay. All
Unless
right.
someone's replaced all my shirts with bigger sizes.
Anyway, yeah, I think
That'd be
that's
funny.
maybe the strategy. But send him some encouragement. He needs it. Time's a wasting. Like it's coming up, right? And how long?
August 10th, so whatever that. whatever
24
that is.
days.
Hashtag
Yeah.
wedding season Zeet.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag wedding SZNZeet.
Yes.
If you want to go to that wedding.
Send your application in.
It's open to male and female. All
yeah.
ages.
Oh, yeah.
All religions. We don't discriminate.
18
21,
over.
21 plus.
over.
Not,
21
not all ages.
21 and plus.
Got to be able to booze there.
Yeah, but you can be as old as you want.
Exactly.
So we encourage, in fact, if you're retired, you don't have anything to do on the weekends typically, maybe give them a shout. Go to the wedding with Z. I think that'd be a good plan. Just you and someone in their 80s.
I wouldn't mind that.
I hope
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
Might teach Zito a little something.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe you learn something.
Talk about the war. Be awesome.
Blue collar stuff.
Teeth pops out.
Yes, man. Great movie.
But that's it for us. So keep spreading the word on the podcast. The podcast is you guys too. Like you're as important as anybody. So can't thank you enough for everything you do. And on
When was
that
the last
note-
time you guys did questions?
yeah, we're
long
kind of
time.
due. Kind of due. Maybe we'll do next episode. If you got questions, DM those to the Heartland Radio Twitter account
And Instagram.
or to the Instagram account, and maybe we'll pick 3 or 4 for Thursdays or for Friday's episode. Do them before bangers.
Win some merch.
Yep. But you want to do a best question, or if your question is picked,
If
we'll go 3 questions.
if your question is selected, you get some free merch.
Yep. So 3 of you can win some merch. Send it in.
Make them good.
Also, I'm doing random office giveaways every day on Instagram this week.
Follow
Around
that.
noonish.
We have all the craziest shit just laying around the office.
I think we gave away, what do we give away, Nick? What'd you give away?
Belt.
A belt.
Nice.
Signed belt.
Not a championship belt, just a
No.
Just a
black
belt.
leather belt.
Oh, that somebody can wear.
Yeah, hold
Yeah,
your,
it's
hold your
practical.
jeans up.
We're getting rid of the clutter in the office.
You can use that in the bedroom.
This
Mine's
may or
gonna
may
be a
not be an
trampoline.
everything must go. What was that, Zito?
Mine's gonna be a trampoline.
Yeah, what if we had a garage sale for the office?
Oh,
I think
Probably
we
make
kind
it.
of are here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do with this caption contest. It's like
Every day we get to get rid of something.
oh, casket.
casket's going.
That's hell of a shipping cost there, Zeke.
Yeah, but Zito can pay for it. Jose Perez.
We should put. You know, you open like a card and it's like a song. We should just put the Undertaker song every time it opens.
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
Boom. He looked good on Sunday.
He did.
Hold that card open for a while.
Yeah.
It's a long song.
Why is the casket still up? The beat's about to drop.
All right. Thanks. We're out.